All righty. Let's see. Bink, 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 bink. Bink, 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 bink. Is the Death Star operational? Let's see. All right. All right. So, great fight coming up this weekend between Dimitri Bivol and Zurdo Ramirez. If you guys haven't watched my prediction video on it, um, please go do so. The video actually did quite well. It got about a little bit over 6,000 views, if I recall correctly. I'm more interested to hear what other people's opinions are on this fight rather than my own, because I do see it being, yeah, it got 6,500 views. But I'm more interested on hearing other people's opinions on this fight rather than my own. So I'm going to open up the panel in a few minutes, and whoever feels like jumping on, feel free, and sharing your thoughts on this fight. I would also like to hear some thoughts of about Haney and Lomachenko. Anybody's welcome to come on as long as you're not, causing any bullshit. Feel free. You know what I'm saying? Feel free. Panel's open. Come on through. I want to hear what your thoughts are on this fight. And if you want to talk some about Lomachenko and Haney and his performance against Jermaine Ortiz last weekend. Breaking news, JJ. Johnny's opened up the panel. So, yeah, please come share. I'm curious to, like I say, you guys know what my thoughts are. If you watched my prediction video, which you should have, and if you haven't, you should have. But I'm more curious to hear about what other people's I'm more curious to hear about what other people's thoughts are on this fight. I can see Uncle Philly said, I can see what's up, Carlos? What's up, Frankie? What's up, Paisan? What's up, Irishman? What's up, JJ? What's up, fellas? I can see De La Hoya, De La Coca doing some bullshit, but Bivol should win UD, maybe even comfortably. Zurdo is slow and open. That's not only that. I agree, Uncle Philly. And I, like I say, if you haven't watched, I think you did watch my video, my prediction video, Uncle Philly. But if you didn't, I stated what you just stated in that. I think what we also need to take into account is what Zurdo's fought the much better competition, and his Zurdo's never fought anybody as good as Joe Smith or Jean Pascal. And I was listening to Michael Montero a couple of days ago. Great guy. Hats off to him. Montero's a good fella, just like myself. I think Montero kind of alluded to this, and because everybody keeps talking about Zurdo's punching power, Zurdo's this and Zurdo's that. Joe Smith Jr. hits harder than Zurdo Ramirez does. I think Zurdo's probably a little bit better of a boxer. Maybe even a little bit more skillful than Joe Smith, but Joe Smith hits harder than Zurdo Ramirez does. Okay. At least from my perspective, he does. Okay. So, Bivol has just fought Bivol has, he's fought the far better competition as well, to add on to what you were saying, Uncle Philly. I agree. Props to Lomachenko for his victory against Ortiz. The kid Ortiz ain't no slouch. I couldn't agree more, Rocky. I gave Loma 7 rounds to 5. I had it 8-4, and I scored it twice. I scored it on the live, and I scored it the next day after. So yeah, I agree. I concur. But yeah, it was a very good fight. I think Jermaine Ortiz would have. I think if that Jermaine Ortiz showed up against Kambosos would have got his ass whipped. I think that, yeah. Rocky, what's your thoughts on the Bivol-Zurdo fight? But yeah, and went back to what Uncle Philly said. I could see Oscar De La Hoya pulling some bullshit as well. So we shall see. But yeah, the panel's open, man. Whoever wants to jump on, can jump on in. Kid's not a slouch at all, bro. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Fucking, what the fuck is going on here? Get these fucking adverts. Anyways, yeah, props to him though. Jermaine Ortiz he'll have some big fights in the future. I feel at least at lightweight at 140 and what have you. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Well, and it'd be interesting to see where the kid goes from here. Fucking what's it called? And this Tyson Fury shit. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Fucking dude, Tyson Fury has become an absolute fucking embarrassment. There's no two ways around it. The guy is fucking. That True Geordie interview just spoke volumes as to where Tyson Fury's head is at, what his character is. He's a coward. He's a diva. He said it right there in the fucking interview. He doesn't care about legacy. He's a fucking pole smoker. I know Uncle Philly mentioned that in my comments earlier today as well, too. Well, True School's entitled to his own opinion, bro. I love that kid, bro. That's my little bro right there. He's never been a big fan of Lomachenko, Uncle Philly. So that's his opinion. Let him have his opinion. Shout out to True School and his pops. I got Bivol on points, but I would not be surprised if Zurdo wins. Dude is a fucking heavyweight. I've seen him face to face with Bivol. You know, I was talking about this on Chad's panel the other night. He looks big, and he'll probably rehydrate back up quite a bit, but he's going to have to lose all that, Carlos. And again, we talk about this all the time. When you put that much fucking weight back on and have to lose it and put it back on and have to lose it and put it back on and have to lose it. Again, why are we talking about BT in my chat, bro? BT's a good kid. Leave him alone. He's entitled to his own opinion. God bless True School Sports and his dad. Like, who cares, Rocky? Fuck yeah. Yeah, who cares? God bless True School and God bless his dad. Don't talk shit about that, my boy BT in the chat. Who gives a fuck if he likes Loma or not? But yeah, that's his opinion. I got Bivol by majority decision, but yeah, I got Bivol by majority decision, but Ramirez can win this fight. He's a legitimate cruiserweight, and he has a solid output. I don't know if Bivol has the power to keep him off. Did you watch my prediction video, Clint? I'm sure you did. If you did, you should know that one of the keys of the fight is that Bivol keeps that fight in center ring. He goes to the ropes. That's where Zurdo wants him, to go to the body. Slow his legs down. Slow his head movement down. So if you watch that video, you should know, yeah. Bivol by points, bro. Yeah. And big shout out to True School Sports and his father. Make sure we're hitting the like too, fellas, please. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm sitting. I'm actually surprised that people don't, I know Chad and not my brother Chad, Mad Chad, but I know Mad Chad and Carl and all them guys, they think Bivol's opinions are like assholes. Bivol's gonna win rather comfortably. I think it's gonna be a struggle for him. I don't think this is gonna be an easy fucking victory for Bivol. I don't. I think Zurdo's going to give him some serious problems. I think it's more like a 65-35 type of fight, yeah, man. Because again, you cannot go off of what, I'm picking Bivol to win, but you can't go off of what we saw in the Canelo fight, bro. That's two completely different matchups. Canelo's a 5'8" fucking steroid abusing middleweight, super middleweight. That was, and Zurdo's a fucking cruiserweight squeezing down to 175. So I don't want to see Zurdo. Martius Bradis would beat the dog shit out of Zurdo, Carlos. Well, he's getting a little older in years. I don't know if he was younger, he'd kick the shit out of. Yeah, opinions are like assholes. Yeah, Bradis would fucking smoke Zurdo. Bradis would fucking smoke that guy, man. Come on. Yeah, Bradis fucking smokes him. Smokes him. Smokes him easy. Smokes him good. Smokes him hard. Smokes him long. Fucking, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be one of them fights where, and I think Bivol might have to overperform a little bit because, uh, I think because I think Oscar De La Hoya might have a little fucking on the fight there. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. That's all I know. I don't know. What's up, Tyler, brother? What's good? Mikey K said, "Who's the great?" Well, I mean, that's all. If you don't know who the greatest pound for pound fighter in the world is right now, you're just gonna have to figure that one out on your own and use your own common sense and use your own, acumen to figure that out, Mikey K. Mikey? Why don't you take a guess? Why don't you take a guess, Mikey? No, you're good, Tyler. What's up, brother? Glad to have you on, bro, as always. Oscar's going to be coked to the gills. Oh, yeah. He'll be fucking powdered out of his fucking gourd. Watch. Oh, yeah. He'll come in the arena dancing like Ace Ventura did in Africa and fucking Ace Ventura over there. Yeah, oh, yeah. Big time. Big time. Big time. All righty then. That's what Oscar's going to be doing in the crowd. All right. Honestly, I think Jermaine Ortiz that fought Loma last week and would have whooped Haney. Ortiz, I agree. How is Tyson Fury the best pound for pound fighter in the world when he's never fought a man bigger than him? Tyson Fury isn't even top 10 pound for pound. But you're entitled to your opinion. But yeah, he's obviously fucking trolling, but that's okay. Let him troll. As long as he doesn't get out of line, I don't give a shit. Tyson Fury's not an all-time great. He's not a pound for pounder. He's not none of that. He hasn't fought anybody besides an old Klitschko. And don't even talk to me about that fucking bum Deontay Wilder. With his fixed fucking Robert Helenius fight. That's because, Rocky, that's because you have a brain. You have a brain, Rocky. Where's as three-quarters of the boxing fans do not. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Fury is a bitch, man, ducking. Yeah, he's a fucking bitch. That True Geordie interview said it all, bro. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know. How can you be proved right? What if he beats Usyk? He's beating a man that's a foot shorter than him with 50 pounds on him. How is that pound for pound status? Do you know how a pound for pound list works, Mikey? Do you know how a pound for pound list works, Mikey? Do you know how a pound for pound list works, Mikey? Didn't think so. Exactly. That's exactly what he is, Tyler. He's a sensitive. I'm going to quote precise on this one. He's a 6'12", 370-pound bipolar vagina. Okay? What have I been saying is going to happen in that fight? Oh, gun to my head, does it happen? Yes. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, gun to my head, do I see it happening yet? Yes. It's going to be interesting seeing Bivol jab against Zurdo, who is bigger and has the longer reach. Yeah, he's got I think a 3.5 inch reach advantage. Can't give that a that one's going to drop a super chat, and I'll tell you. It's an excuse. He doesn't know. He has no fucking idea what mental health is. He has no idea what drug addiction is. I do. Listen, bro, I've snorted more heroin in 6 months' time than Tyson Fury's ever done cocaine in his life. Okay? When I was at my peak drug use, I shot and snorted more heroin than Tyson Fury did. And I shot and snorted more fucking heroin in a month than Tyson Fury's ever done drugs in his life. Ever. Okay? You don't know shit about neither one of those things, Tyler. It's a fucking clown. I can't tell you that. I know you don't. You don't even know how pound for pound this works. What'd you hear? Don't get into a fucking preamble. You know, when I had to overcome my drug addiction, I didn't have 400 fucking $1 million in the bank. I had nothing. I was robbing your father outside of fucking Walmart. So fuck off. Fucking crying. He's a 7-foot sensitive bitch. That's what he is. Seriously, Kelmer, that's facts, bro. I love how Kelmer never miss. Kelmer, I love you, bro. You never get you never get it. You never miss a chance to shit on the sensitive, degenerate country this place has become. I would be excited for Janibek to fight, except he's going to paint the fucking floor with that guy. Kelmer, you're a good man. Kelmer, you're a good man, my friend. You are a good man. I love what America used to be. I don't love what it's become. Simply put. Don't worry about it. I don't know you. I ain't talking to you about that shit. This is not a therapy session, Mikey. This is not a therapy session, Mikey. We're talking boxing. Damn, bro, JG. I was just thinking today, my goodness. JG, I was just thinking today. I was like, where the fuck has JG been? I haven't seen my bro in quite some time. I was just thinking this today. What a fucking I don't believe in coincidences, but that was kind of a coincidence. I was like, where the fuck has JG been when I've been on my computer? What's up, Johnny? Been busy, brother. Loma, good to see you again, brother. Loma beats the fuck out of Haney. Did you watch the fight last weekend, JG? Bivol stopped Zurdo late. Tyson Fury is an embarrassment to the sport. JG coming out the gate swinging after I haven't seen him in a couple of months. Cheers, brother. Good to see you again. Agreed. I took Bivol on points, but I couldn't agree more, brother. And good to see you again. Let Fury go to the Ukraine and find out what real problems are seeing friends and facts. You wearing a wire? I only know a handful who. I don't. Listen, bro. Yeah, no doubt, brother. Good shit. Good shit. Well, it's lovely to see you again, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're back. Listen, you never heard Alexis Arguello cry. You never heard Eric Morales cry. You never heard Pacquiao cry. If they cried, it was for something joy. It was for joy. And those dudes came from nothing. Johnny Tapia, same thing. Hagler, yeah. I don't give a flying fuck what they're about. I don't know any gypsies. I only know the one I watch on boxing on television. He ain't about shit. So yeah, I agree, Tyler. Tyler, you don't have to do anything because you've been hooking your boy up. But I appreciate that, Tyler. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Tyler. Thank you. And make sure we're smashing the like as well, fellas. Appreciate that, Tyler. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, let's get a new month started off on a good note. I agree, Tyler. I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, Lomachenko and Haney happens, and hopefully Bivol beats Zurdo, and hopefully Tyson Fury stops acting like a bitch. I highly doubt it, but you never know. It's never say never. Say never. He's a shopping cart from here on out, like Monty Brown. Yeah, man. Where the fuck is where the fucking I don't know. I don't know shit. Fucking what's it called over there? Y- Yeah, that's my Cash App, JG. Yes, sir. Yes, that is my Cash App. I know you guys don't have that over there in old England, but yeah. If Fury comes to America, he's gonna get jumped. I mean, nigga, shit. If the Ukrainians not need my help, I'll start fighting some of them motherfuckers. I don't give a shit how big they are. Shit, make Fury and Usyk in Chicago. I'll fucking do security at that fight. I'll start whacking fucking English guys over the head with the fucking microphone like that guy in Riddick Bowe's camp did back in the day when Galata kept hitting him in the balls. Fuck the Furies. Bruce Gas, what's up, brother? Let's give Bruce a wrench. Yeah, Bruce needs a wrench. Let's give Bruce a fucking wrench there. Hey, what's up, bro? Bruce, what's good? Congratulations on the show. You made it down, talk to the legends and stuff. It's awesome, buddy. He doesn't know how we do things. No, you know what? I mean, dude, he just needs to quit being a fuck. He needs to quit being a fucker. It's that simple. Like, dude, you know, because I'm a 90s kid, maybe I'm just a little. We had so many great fucking heavyweight fights in the 90s. It was ridiculous. I mean, so maybe I want that era to come back. And we've had a couple over recent years, but, Fury just needs to quit being a fuck. He needs to quit acting like a cunt. It's like, it's not, I'm not saying anything that isn't untrue. And don't give me this bullshit about, Usyk had an injury. So what? Wait two more fucking months for him. So all the fans can see the undisputed fight. Like I say, the cocksucker could wait fucking 3 years in between fucking Wilder fights and 3 years to go on a fucking coke binge, but he can't wait 2 or 3 fucking months for Usyk. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Look at Tyson Fury's career. He's got all these fucking long ass multiple year. You got Zurdo smoking this fool? Okay, fair enough. King of the Southwest, 480. What round? Fair enough. I've actually heard one of my buddies on here. Actually, I ain't gonna holler his name, but channel I'm pretty close with. Actually picked Zurdo to win this fight. And I was actually surprised. I was actually surprised. I mean, I think Bivol's gonna. I think it'll be a little bit difficult for him around 11 stoppage. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for sharing, man. Um, I think fucking. I think fucking. I think he'll give Bivol a little trouble. I do. A lot of people think Bivol's just gonna completely up. I don't know if there's a fucking. That's a good question, Carlos. I didn't even check to see that. Is there a fucking rematch? Somebody check that out. That's a good fucking question, bro. Yeah, I wonder if there is a fucking rematch. There should be. There should be. If yeah, yeah. It's a good question, Carlos. I didn't even that fucking totally fucking didn't even occur to me. You know what else I love too, dude. And feel free to jump on, whoever. Anybody can jump on this joint. But here, you know what else I love too with Bivol? I love the fact that he's gone, dude. Listen, I don't give a fuck about the Canelo rematch. People keep. This is another thing. We're gonna go have a smoke in a minute because I need to have a smoke. But we're gonna go have a smoke in a minute. But yeah, this is the other thing. I love that Bivol keeps going, dude. I don't give a fuck about a Canelo fight. I want the belts. I want to fight Beterbiev. I don't give a shit about that little ginger cunt. I love that shit. Beterbiev's Bivol's like, fuck that money. I don't give a fuck about him, his money, his steroids, or none of that shit. I want to fight Beterbiev and unify the titles. And God bless him for saying that. Because he could very easily just go fucking, grab another payday from fucking clenbuterol boy over there. But he's like, no, I want to fight the other best guy in the division if I get past this fucking Mexican on Saturday. So God bless him. Because he could be, you know what I'm saying? And I love how these guys are pushing. Like I read all these articles, right? When there's a halfway big fight coming up, And they're like, and they're all like, well, Bivol needs to earn a rematch at Canelo and blah, 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 blah. No, he doesn't need to do. I don't even want to see that fight again. Bivol beat Canelo 11 rounds to 1, 10 rounds to 2 at best. Why the fuck do we need? See, this is you guys don't know how rematches work, okay? Rematches are meant to be there if there's a competitive fight that took place. Title fight or non-title fight. All right? Bivol Canelo was not competitive. We don't need a rematch for that. And if Canelo wants a rematch, he should start fighting some light heavyweights and get back in contention. Just like Haney Kambosos. We didn't need to see a fucking rematch of that either. It's like Wilder Fury 3. Why did we need to see a third Wilder fight when Fury whipped his ass in the first 2 fucking fights? Now, if it's a fucking Barrera Morales, Pacquiao Marquez, yeah, then that warrants a rematch. Yeah. What's up, brother? What's up, Carl? I put the Bruce, Carl, whoever the fuck wants to jump on here, man. Here, there's the fucking link. And yeah, hit the likes, fellas. Hit them fucking likes. But yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, dude, it's nice to be paid, but that shouldn't be the fucking, if I'm making machine parts and the other guy's got a factory across town that makes machine parts, I want to prove that my machine parts are better. If this broad I know said she'd bang such and such, I want to bang that broad better than the other guy did. Like people are, man, people are fucked up in the head these days. If Bivol beats Zurdo, he's fighter of the year, period. Oh, you did? I thought I don't think Cash App takes British pounds, but okay. Let me Let me see. let me see, JG. Oh boy, hang on one second. Oh yeah, JG, they whacked it up to American dollars. They whacked it up to American dollars. Okay, well, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Yeah. Yeah, well, but. Oh, yeah, no worries. It's just the offer's there. If anybody feels like jumping on, go ahead. Yeah, no worries, girl. I give a lot of credit for Canelo fighting Bivol. I don't. That was the first time in Canelo's entire career he fought an elite level fighter in their prime. So no, I don't give him. It took Canelo 57 fights to fight one elite fighter that was in their prime and that wasn't washed up. I don't give him any credit for that. He should have been doing that fucking 5 years ago. No credit. Fuck Canelo. Yeah, the fucking conversion over there. Rock on, rock on, rock on. Thank you again, brother. Well, now I got you on the Cash App there. And yes, it does help, brother. Thank you. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Thank you, brother. Thank you, JG. Appreciate it, my buddy. Canelo don't get any fucking credit. Fuck Canelo and his credit. He never fought it. Again, what was I should play the video back just to piss people off. What did I say before I went to the can? What did I say? I said Canelo has, in all them fucking 2 or 3 Bivol Canelo predictions I made. What did I say? He's never fought another elite level fighter that was in their prime and that wasn't over the hill. Not one time, ever, until he ran into Bivol. Not one time. Cotto was over the hill. Triple G was over the hill, and Triple G still beat him twice. Even Floyd was over the hill, and Floyd beat his ass. He never fought another great fighter in their prime. I said it, I said it in the buildup. Nobody fucking believed me. All these fucking fangirls are fucking, Johnny, you just want to see Canelo lose. And I would say it right there in the video. I'm not trying to shit on Canelo. I don't see him winning this fight. I don't see it happening. I wish I could get the video from KCDC when I was talking to my brother on the phone, or my dad. I forget who told me. It was either my brother or my dad. My brother's pissed off at me right now. But one of them told me when I was in jail at the phone. I wish there was I could have the footage of me getting the news of fucking Bivol beating Canelo from the can. If you guys would have seen how fucking nuts I went in the dorm, you would have laughed your balls off. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's exactly right. Then when there's open mic, not my buddies, not Carl and Carlos and and Bruce and Chad, but yeah, no, they never want to come in. Facts. Dude, it's a stranger Goni. It's a completely different stylistic matchup. Haney don't fight nothing like Jermaine Ortiz does. Jermaine Ortiz is lighter on his feet than Haney is. Okay. No. First of all, he's not going to fight Beterbiev, and even if he does fight Beterbiev will be 47 years old. So no. Okay, here. Is he fighting Beterbiev next, Carlos? Is he fighting Beterbiev next? Probably not, right? Okay, well, clock's ticking. Beterbiev's 37 years old. Another 2 more years, another 2, maybe 3 more years, and that's it. The fuck? the fuck, people. I mean, come on now. No, Canelo gets no fucking credit. He actually fought an elite level fighter that wasn't over the hill and got beat. Yeah, they're fucking terrified of me, Mr. B. They're terrified of me. They're paranoid. Canelo picked Bivol and thought he would catch him before, but he came up shit right. Absolutely. That would be something to see. That would be fucking interesting. That would be some interesting shit. I know. Well, that's the crazy thing. That's what and I get this a lot. I gotta take a shit, but we can still talk while I'm taking a shit, so it's all good. I just won't put the camera on. But, all right, here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. I gotta take a shit real quick. But, here's the thing. He won't go near them boys again. Facts. Yeah, he's not showing any signs of slowing down. But you get this one a lot with Floyd and Pacquiao because Pacquiao is older than Floyd. Or excuse me, because Floyd's a year and a half older than Pacquiao is. Age does not mean prime. Age does not mean prime. You know? Age does not mean prime. Then what will you give him credit for? He's already fought Bivol. Nothing. He's a drug cheat. Carlos and a judge briber. I'm not giving Canelo credit for shit. Nor should anybody be giving Canelo credit for shit. What's with the fucking Canelo defense today? Fuck Canelo. Yeah, it's another perfect example, Mr. B. Another perfect example. Age does not mean prime. I mean, Hagler was retired when he was 33. Arguello was about done when he was 33. Eric Morales, same thing. Those are all great fighters. Yeah, thank you, Mr. B. How can he fight nothing but pick'em fights and have a career full of gift decisions, then expect us to give him respect? Fuck no. Exactly. And I'm expecting, not that this fight will ever happen, but if Ryan and Tank ever fight, you're gonna hear a bunch of this. Well, hats off to Ryan and Tank for stepping up to the plate. What, they should have been doing that fucking 3 or 4 years ago. Now you're gonna start sucking their dick because they made one good fight? No, that's not how boxing works. And on top of all, yeah, thank you, Mr. B, the voice of reason, Mr. B. You know how I feel about Canelo, Carlos. Why would I, in my mind, Canelo has 5 losses. 1 to Bivol, 1 to Floyd, 1 to Lara, and 2 to Triple G. And he fought 1 elite level fighter in his career that wasn't past it, and that was Bivol, and he lost. He was never the best fighter in any division he's ever fought in. I mean, he's a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not, but he's not pound for pound, and I definitely don't consider Canelo an all-time great. So, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, even a fighter I hate, sometimes you have to give some credit to. What do I need to give Canelo credit for, though? But is what I'm at. What do I need to give Canelo credit for? Why are we even talking about Canelo? Yes.
Hey, what's up, Johnny?
What's up, man?
Not much, bro. I'm just hearing you out. What's going on?
Nothing, just chilling. Give me 1 second, bro. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Just got off work, so just chilling right now.
Yeah, for sure. Give me 1 minute, brother. Give me 1 minute. Fucking who you here? Tell the chick. How do you see the Bivol Zurdo fight playing out, bro? Go ahead and tell these people.
I got Bivol, bro. I got Bivol, man. Actually, it's funny. I live where Zurdo trains. He trains out here in LA, and man, look, Bivol is just way too quick with his feet. Good combination puncher. The dude just has it, man. Zurdo, he has good balance, but he's just way too flat-footed and slow to keep up with Bivol. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. You say Bivol on points.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be probably. I assume it's gonna be like 8-4, maybe 9-3. Bivol's way.
That's what I said. I think it's going to be an 8-4-ish type of fight. My only qualm with that was what if fucking Oscar tries pulling some bullshit.
Is the fight on the zone?
Yeah. And yeah, it is.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, because we could get another, one of them. But let's hope not. I mean, I like to stay optimistic, but you never know. So
there was an interview with Zurdo yesterday on Ellie Setback on ESPN.
Mikey Garcia's butler. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Ellie asked him, so why do you think you'll beat Bivol? This guy's answer is, I'm more handsome than him. Well, there's your answer right there.
Yeah, listen, bro. If you're past the age of like 23 and you still take 45 minutes to do your hair in a fucking mirror,
exactly.
You're a fag. It's that simple. Fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm just washing my hands, bro. Bear with me for a second. I was taking a shit.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh man. So what do you think about Haney versus Loma?
All right, now we're good.
Yeah, what do you think about Haney versus Loma?
Well, assuming that it happens, which that's a whole other story, here, I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. I'm just getting outside. I don't want to be fucking waking the house up here. But I think that, honestly, I think it depends if Loma's age catches up with him. Again, I don't think that was Lomachenko looking bad the other night. I think it was just Jermaine Ortiz was better than people expected him to be. Could be a little bit of both, but it's a completely different fight. And I will say this: that Jermaine Ortiz is a lot quicker on his feet than Haney is, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that 100%.
And so I think Haney will be a little bit more of a stationary target. Not that saying Haney's just flat-footed, and I'm not going to go that far, but he doesn't move his feet nearly as much as that Ortiz kid. At least from what I saw.
No, I agree. I agree. Yeah. I'll tell you this, Johnny. Boxing Gems?
I've heard the name. I don't know if I've ever talked.
I spoke to him. He's pretty good. I mean, he knows exactly what he's talking about too. Yeah. And I told him this, dude. The problem with Haney, he is way too front foot heavy. He has no balance under his feet. He's not a Bivol-esque type of fighter where he could fight behind the jab and keep it put and just move out the way. He is. I don't even know how this man got to as far as he has though with the way he fights, because this is crazy to me, man.
Good evening, Josh. Yeah, well, the whole, and here's the other thing, dude, and I keep telling people this as well. He's not just going to be able to clinch Loma all night either. Loma's going to slip right the fuck out of that shit.
Exactly.
And so Loma's real problem, his real problem in that fight is going to be the jab and the reach. That's his problem. And another thing is Loma has to be going forward. He has to be going forward. He can't try to, reel Haney into something. He's got to be going forward. He's the shorter guy.
like in that Ortiz fight the other night, he was backing up a little bit too much. If he was a little bit more aggressive and let his hands go a little bit more, I think that would have been, in my opinion, and I'm not Papachenko over here, but in my opinion, that way it would have been an easier night for him the other night if he did that. He has to do that against Haney. He has to be aggressive and he has to go forward, and only not be stupid, go forward and get hit with everything, but he needs to be, for the most part, going forward. So,
well, that I agree with. The thing is, though, Haney's style is tailor. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I think it's tailor made for Lomachenko, man.
I do too. I think it's a bad fucking. I agree, bro. I think it's a bad fucking stylistic matchup for Haney.
Like, man, the issue is, look, at least with Tio, right? I mean, that whatever you want to say about Tio versus Loma, whether it was the shoulder injury, whatever, Loma lost, right? We have to call for what it is. The thing is, though, at least with Tio, there was at least the threat of a counterpunch and with real power coming. Dude, with Haney, what the fuck is this guy going to throw? Like, what is he going to I mean, I get it. Yeah, he has a great jab. No knock on that. But the jab is usually a setup punch. Usually it's a setup punch to throw that combination. Usually it's a setup punch to keep the distance with your feet and the range with your feet. Like, bro, this kid can't move with his feet. He can't throw combinations. Yes, a jab is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. His jab is off the charts. But, bro, you can't just beat somebody off of a jab. Now, I know most people are going to listen to this and say, well, he beat Kambosos with it. Bro, Kambosos is not a Lomachenko. Kambosos is a fucking guy who literally stands right in front of you, doesn't know how to get his head off the line. He doesn't know how to get the angle. He doesn't know how to move, bro. He's a brawler. That's what he is.
And Kambosos does have quick feet and quick hands, but he doesn't know how to utilize them against a guy like Haney.
Exactly. And by that, I mean, you could have quick feet by running around the ring all day, but you need to understand angles and finding the position to attack properly.
And the thing with Kambosos is when he's fucking, he throws a lot of looping shit too. He doesn't throw a lot of fucking straight shots like
he doesn't. No snap. Yeah, he has no snap in his punches. He's just Well, Johnny, you got to understand though, man. When I saw that fight, right? Granted, I think Devin dominated him, but it's the clinching that you said. The question comes down to this: is Kambosos, because Kambosos got very close to Haney. He went around that jab a lot, and he was about to trade with him, but then Haney did a great job of clinching, right?
Yeah.
Like you said though, what the hell is he gonna do against Loma when Loma can break out of that clinch and he's gonna fucking tear his ass apart? Like, I don't know.
Here's the thing: if he tries to clinch Loma and he can't succeed in that, and Loma's going to be able to sleep out of it, cut an angle, and fucking hit him, he's fucked, bro. He is fucked. And I've said that since the get-go. Like, it really, it's really, and another thing we do have to consider is Lomachenko is getting on in years too. But, I mean, yeah, I don't.
Did you say his years are going up there as well? Is that why?
Yeah, I said he is getting a little up there in age. That's another thing we got to take into account too. But again, I think the Lomachenko that fights Haney is going to be a lot fucking sharper than the one we saw.
Hey, but you know what's funny, Johnny? I had this conversation, right? Usyk versus Chisora, Bivol versus Salamov. What are the similarities between those two fights, and as well as Lomachenko versus Ortiz? There's a connection with those three, and I feel like most people don't really see it. If you watch Usyk fight Chisora, he looked like complete shit in that fight. But then all of a sudden he steps into AJ and this man fucking dominates him 10-2, 11-1. That was a very strange. I'm looking at Usyk like, bro, you could have knocked Chisora out multiple times in that fight with the angles that you got, with the slips and all. Like, bro, what the hell was he doing? Now it's obvious, but we don't. But it's just it's assumption, right? We don't know for sure.
And that's a good comparison. Same thing with Salmanov and fucking Bivol, like you say. And the other thing is, again, sometimes it's just not a good night.
Exactly.
It might not be the age. It might just be the guy. Again, I think Loma trains for that Jermaine Ortiz fight because they sparred and he probably knew, okay, this kid's not a bitch, but he probably wasn't expecting him to be that good. So, and yes, styles make fights, bro. You can't, it's just like, you can't go off the Jermaine Ortiz fight and say Haney beats him based off of that performance, just like you can't go off Bivol's performance against Canelo and say he beat Zurdo. I mean, it's two completely different stylistic matchups.
Right, exactly. No, I agree with you on that.
And now, given I think Bivol's going to beat Zurdo, but you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, I think that way too, unless, like you said, Oscar pulls some shenanigans. But we don't know that, though. I mean, who knows? Maybe Zurdo might have the fight of his life, but you don't know. This is boxing. Anything can happen, though, in this sport, man. My thing is, man, if Loma does fight Haney, like, even if I criticize Haney's style, I wish he does put up a really good fight just to prove people wrong. Because for him to be saying all this stuff, I actually want to see it go the full distance. Do I think Haney will win? No, I don't think he'll win in full distance because I think they'll just give it to Loma because of how good he is still. But we'll see. We'll see, Johnny.
And and here's here's another thing too. If I was listening to what Paulie was having to talk because Paulie made a couple of good points.
Yeah.
When he got to talking about the fight, and Paulie was like, "Well, here, if you guys are going to keep fucking building it up, have them have a face off in the ring, it's got to happen.
Oh, of course.
You can't just lead everybody down the fucking trail and and then fucking cut our heads off right at the end there. That's what Leonard did to Hagler back in the day. Remember when Leonard called Hagler down to the fucking arena? And they thought they were going to announce the fight, and Leonard's like, "Oh, unfortunately, it could be one of the best fights of all time, but it'll never happen."
Well, Johnny, what I'm trying to figure out is the contract that was signed with Top Rank, that 3-fight deal for Haney. Yeah, the first match was against Kambosos. The second was a rematch. This third fight on his contract, I wonder if the stipulations are written that he has to fight at 135 or if he could vacate and just fight with Top Rank overall, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if he signed for 135, then yeah, he's obligated to fight. Now, granted, some people could say, well, he could miss weight and not fight there, but then again, he could just drop the belt if he fights Loma at 135, even if he wins or loses, and he can move up to 140 right after. So
right.
I'm just trying to figure out, did they sign the deal at 135 or is it just a 3-fight deal with Top Rank? Because that third fight, I'm sure Bob Arum, when he made Haney sign that contract, he had to have some sort of protection on the back end by getting reassurance of a fight with Lomachenko on that third fight deal. So,
right. Mr. B just made 2 good points here too.
Let me see.
JoJo did a lot better than Cam. I agree with that. JoJo fucking won 4 or 5 rounds in that fight. I thought JoJo. I thought JoJo fucking was on the verge of fucking. The scorecards were terrible, but JoJo did fucking great against Haney, and he ain't Lomachenko either. Shout out to him.
JoJo is a southpaw with a high guard. It's pretty similar to Lomachenko's stance in guard. So, and he barely landed any jabs on him. So, I don't even know how the hell he's gonna touch up Loma.
Yeah.
But we'll see though, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope it happens. Fucking remember when Pacquiao versus Garcia had a fucking poster on their fight? I don't believe that bullshit. Yeah, right. Mikey was a fucking on point tonight. Yeah, Mr. B is on fire tonight. Joko, you mean Joko? Was that fucking Naoya Inoue's girlfriend? But it was able. Yeah, Joko was able to shut your cake hole, Yoko. Was able to land some good left hooks on Haney. Yeah, he was. He most definitely was. I'm gonna, if the fight gets signed, I'm gonna really study that fight pretty good. Yeah, JoJo landed more jabs than Haney did. Haney's jab isn't as effective against southpaws. From what we've seen, I agree. Yeah, I mean, peace to the saint. Who's the fucking saint? Yeah, fellas, please hit them likes too and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, I agree, Andreas. I don't think it was a 3-fight. Their contract. I don't think it was a 3-fight saying at what division he needed to fight in or anything like that. Though I think it was just a 3-fight gig, regardless of the weight class. So yeah. So from my understanding, because if it was you have to have 3 fights at 135, then we wouldn't even be talking about this. The fight would be next.
Right.
Yeah. The problem with Haney is that He does zero damage. Loma won't hesitate. I agree. Loma won't hesitate to come forward at all. I think Loma wins this one, and it won't be that competitive. If he doesn't get old, Mr. B, I agree. I think he's.
Hey Johnny, what do you think about this Bud Crawford video from last night?
I haven't gotten around to watching it, and I wanted to watch that fucking Tyson Fury interview this morning. I had to run around and do some shit this morning. My necklace broke. I had to go to the jeweler get that fixed.
Yeah.
And I took my mother out to lunch. I watched a little bit of it. I haven't finished watching it yet. So, and honestly, I'm just so sick of talking about those two fucking fuck that fight. Fuck that fight. William Zepeda landed 398 of 1536 punches on JoJo. Fucking ridiculous. Live reaction. Oh, yeah. You guys want to listen to the Crawford video? Well, that's a long fucking video, Mr. B.
What is it, like 10 minutes?
No, it's like fucking 25 or some shit. Yeah, that's a long ass video. I mean, I suppose.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but this is your stream, bro. So you tell me, like, if you want to do it, because I could just break it down in like 2 minutes. But
yeah, go ahead, break it down, bro.
He basically tried to get in touch with PBC. He was working with Al Heyman. Al Heyman didn't want to, so then he goes and starts talking to these hedge fund guys. These guys that have a bunch of hedge funds. The hedge fund owners apparently claim that they know Al Heyman. That's what Bud said. So Bud apparently talked to Errol saying, look, we're both going to get guaranteed upfront money on this fight from this BLK, whatever the hell they are. He said, look, majority of people don't even pay for pay-per-view. They all stream the shit with the Fire Stick. So might as well get our money up front. He told that to Al Heyman. Al Heyman said he doesn't want it. Absolutely no. He just said no. No logical explanation, but just said no. So Bud just signed the contract and moved on. Apparently, Al Heyman is the one that's holding up this fight through PBC. But the problem is, yeah, go ahead.
That's what I always thought anyway, and I don't want to get into a whole Crawford Spence thing because I've got to burn out on talking about it. But that was my impression anyway, is that Al Heyman was the real issue there. So
the strange part about what Bud said, though, Johnny, is that apparently these hedge fund owners that are offering this deal on this platform know Al Heyman personally. So my thing is, like, why would you go straight to Bud Crawford? That is a solo independent guy, and you didn't discuss the PBC, which is a big company, right? Why didn't these hedge fund owners go after Al Heyman and tell him, look, we'll give you guys the money up front for the fight, and you guys give us a cut? But they didn't do that because Bud claims that Al knows these guys, but it's strange why they didn't talk to Al though.
It may be, you know what it could be. Maybe it's those guys trying to cut in on Al Heyman's action.
And that could be it, because what I'm thinking is I feel like they're going to just, man, I don't know why, but I feel like they're going to try to find a way to screw Bud Crawford out of this shit and try to like throw him under the bus or something. Something shady is about to happen with these dudes, bro, in my opinion. Because for Al Heyman to say, no, I don't want to work with these guys, that's like a wolf telling another person, I ain't trying to work with that wolf, bro. Because these dudes, the way they operate, I feel like they all operate the same way, man.
Yeah, I agree. Let me read some comments real quick. Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious. Tyson Fury's a sensitive little girl. Like I said, I'm gonna quote my man Precise. He's a 6'12", 375-pound bipolar vagina. Yeah, that right hand is the good. That right hand is the good Loma needs to come forward and use his angles like I think you mistyped, Jamie. Loma versus Haney is definitely interesting. I don't see when people say that someone looked bad on purpose. I don't agree with that either. However, I remember the way Usyk looked before the Joshua fight and thought people, yeah, and I picked Usyk to win both of those fights, bro. And I was nervous going into the first one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because again, he didn't look too hot in that Chisora fight, like Andreas just said. You know,
So the general thought was, nah, he's going to get smoked by AJ, but we all know now that that's not what happened. Neither Bud's, Heyman, or Spence want to fight. Simple as that. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Fuck Spence and Crawford. Now, I like Crawford, but fuck that fight. I'm done talking about that shit. Yeah. Did you see the True Geordie interview with Fury?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
He was just, dude, you gotta go watch it, bro. I couldn't even fucking describe it to you. He just pretty much put his ass on blast. Like he was asking Tyson Fury some very basic questions, like, why the fuck are you fighting Chisora again? We don't need to see that shit. Nobody needs to see that shit. And like it serves no purpose. Tyson.
And how did he react to that?
Oh, he fucking flipped out. He's like,
well, there's your answer right there.
Fuck you, you duster. Derek Chisora's accomplished more than you've done. 10 of you men like you could. Like, bitch, shut up, bro.
Is True Geordie a boxer, or is he just like it's like, why would he say he's accomplished more? Like, bro, he's saying like True Geordie, that interviewer, is a boxer. He's not. Like, that shit doesn't make any sense.
Because he's a sensitive little girl, bro.
Exactly.
Big girl, excuse me.
Exactly.
Don't ask True Geordie what he does. Yeah, okay. We're not going to get into that conversation again, Mr. B, with all due respect. But yeah, I mean, well, and regardless, that's none of my business. But he did have a good interview with Fury, and it was nice to see Fury be the sensitive little female that he is, the insecure little female that he is. So, I mean, this isn't a fucking, again, he docked Usyk, bro. This isn't a debate. It's not a debate. There's no debate here. There's just not. You fucking, you again, you could take years and years and years off of your career in between fights, but you can't wait 2 months for Usyk. Come on, man. I'm not stupid. I don't give a shit how much bigger.
He probably needs to fund that coke habit of his, bro.
Yeah. Fucking Dirk Diggler over there. Yeah, fucking Dirk Diggler with boxing gloves. That's what the Fury is.
See, the thing that I don't get, though, is they're saying they want to have Deontay fight Usyk, right? Now, hypothetically, if Deontay does beat Usyk, does anybody really want to watch Deontay versus Fury for Undisputed Part 4?
Yeah. Yeah, no, nobody wants this. No, yeah, dude. And that was the other thing in the True Geordie interview, bro. Fury was already alluding to a fourth Wilder fight, which is fucking.
That's stupid, man.
Which is fucking pathetic. Fury's gonna fight Chisora, and then he's gonna fight Wilder again. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Hey, Johnny, what's up, brother? Everybody go subscribe to my little bro, Mighty Max. Hey, Johnny, hey, bro, it doesn't let me reply to your comments on my channel either. I don't know why the fuck it's doing that, but yeah. Hey, Johnny, off topic, what's your thoughts on these dudes claiming that Usyk dumped Wilder by night? Mighty Max, I would say that they're small-minded crack babies that have fantasies about Deontay Wilder. Listen, man, they have girlfriends, some of them, but they can only get hard around their girlfriends if there's a Deontay Wilder poster in the room. That's what I would say to that. They want to sleep with Deontay. They want to be in you know how Deontay Wilder said he wanted to get pregnant? That group of channels wants to get pregnant by Deontay Wilder so they can make big BLM babies that'll rule Africa. Now, anyways.
Yeah, I don't understand. Wait, so why did Usyk duck Wilder? Is that what they're asking?
No, he's saying that's what a bunch of, the LDBC and all them were saying. That's all.
Oh, that's a strange thing for them to say.
Nah, it's pretty much on par with what they usually say. Space Predator, Usyk getting slept versus Fury. Yeah, jump on the panel, Space Predator. I don't think your boy has the balls to fight Usyk.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No. Fury's a coward. Yeah, Fury can't. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Yeah, come on, Cletus. Absolutely. Hit the like, fellas. Hit the fucking like button. It's good for you. It's good for me. It's good for you. Now, let's get some chat prediction. Who's everybody in the chat got Bivol Zurdo on Saturday?
Is this your first time doing this, Johnny, with another person, or?
No, I used to do them constantly on my old channel.
Oh, really? What happened to your old channel?
That's a long story. We ain't gonna get into it.
That good, huh?
And not for me, it wasn't. I did some stupid shit, but Bivol 88493. Bivol by Doctor Stoppage. Zurdo gets cut. Good call. I didn't even think about that. Good call. Bivol 11th round TKO. Okay. You'll walk over, but you're limping back. Mighty Max, hop on, bro. Who else can jump on here? Anybody can jump on. Josh Stotts, you've earned a wrench as well. Here, have a fucking wrench. Be happy, man. No way. Jamie, here's the problem. If Deontay Wilder beats Andy Ruiz, he's the #1 contender for the WBC title. So,
is that for? Oh, damn, that's for Fury's title, huh?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind as long as we get it undisputed with somebody in there, with Usyk versus somebody. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I mean, I'd rather see Fury, but if we don't get Fury, I'd rather see somebody in there.
No, I don't want to see a fourth Wilder Fury fight. I don't care for what fucking belt or what. I don't know.
Wilder versus Fury. What do you think?
For what?
No, if the no, I mean, sorry, Wilder versus Usyk. If the circumstances play out where what?
If Wilder were to beat Fury in a fourth fight, you mean?
Hypothetically, yeah.
Yeah, run it. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying Usyk versus Wilder. Who would you take then?
Deontay Wilder will not win a single round against Usyk. He's that bad. He's that bad on his feet. He's always got the threat of knocking him out, but I don't see him winning a round, to be quite honest. Unless he gets caught with a big one, I don't think Wilder wins one round against Usyk.
I agree.
Yeah. Wilder, Joyce, PBC, and DAZN don't do DAZN, Frank Warren don't do business. If you asked my dad, he'd say Camels. If you asked me, I'd say Marbs. Jack Daniels all day. Budweiser all day. Bivol split decision. Yeah, let's get some more predictions. Hit the likes, fellas. Hit the likes. I just took my happy pill. We're gonna stay on for like 3 hours tonight. So, and anybody, what's real talk? What's up with you, homie? Yeah, Jack Daniels. If Johnny gets too much Jack Daniels in him, he's fighting the whole bar. All right. Or I'll try to fight the whole bar, at least, once in a while. Yeah. Make sure we're hitting the like. Anybody's free to jump on. Let's talk some boxing. Bruce Gas, where'd he go?
Hey Johnny, did you hear how Lil Shakur was over there when the shooting took place with that rapper getting shot?
Oh, the kid from Migos?
Yeah, Shakur was there.
How old are you, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
29.
Oh, you're my age. Okay. Yeah. I was just curious. Yeah, the kid from Migos. You know what, bro? This is the thing, dog. I hate when I see like celebrities die and people are like, "Oh my God, rest in peace." Like nigga, you ain't never had a homeboy die, bro. Like you didn't know this motherfucker. Like unless it's somebody you grew up watching, like Hagler or Arturo Gatti or Dale Earnhardt. For me, then I'm like, okay, or Walter Payton. But like, come on, man, one of these kids gets shot every fucking weekend. What the fuck? Yeah, but yeah, it's too bad. God rest that kid's soul. But Shakur was there. Well, Shakur should be keeping better company.
Man, that kid's gonna get in so many problems. He got into wasn't it he that got into a fight after his own fight against security? There was a big brawl that took place after the Valdez fight or something like that.
No, he punched some bitch outside a gas station.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a little cunt. Yeah. Who gives a fuck about that? You know, Mr. B, here's the thing to me, bro. If you're, you know, and I'm not talking about like Tupac that everybody loved or something like that. That's different. But if it's just some random rapper who took one in the head, who gives a fuck, bro? What did you know him? Unless it was your homeboy or something, who gives a fuck? What, you ain't never lost any homies before? Come on, man. It's all ignorance. Oh, we got another guest. Real talk in the building. What's up, bro?
Not a damn thing. What's up with you, brother? Can you hear me all right?
You're muffled real bad, bro. You got to talk closer. Fix your mic.
Can you hear me all right, brother?
You got to talk again.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, now.
What's going on, brother?
Nothing. How you doing? Real talk. Okay. Space Predator.
Hey, you told me to get on. What's up?
No, I figured you'd like to talk some boxing.
I got Gervonta #1, pound for pound. 2, Spence. Deontay 3. Crawford 4.
You know, is your Space Predator? Are you Mandela Barnes running for governor right now?
Mandela Bonds.
No, that's the guy who's trying to run for governor in Wisconsin. Mandela Barnes. Dude, he looks, huh?
Wisconsin, like T-Pain?
Yeah. I can buy you a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin. Yeah. Space, who you got, Zurdo Bivol, brother?
I got Bivol outboxing Zurdo.
Points?
Yeah, points. There's no way he knocks him out. Just outboxes him. Zurdo maybe gets 3 rounds at most. Even though I would like to go for Zurdo because he's Mexican, but no, Bivol got it.
You're a Chicano?
Yeah.
Rock on. Salud. Viva la raza.
Man,
Salud.
there's a lot of Mexicans that are saying that and Zurdo said it as well, that he wants to take revenge for Canelo, which is kind of strange. No, but it's weird though, because it's like him saying, I'm fighting for Canelo's battles, like after losing the Bivol.
I gave the kid at work. I was gonna give him fucking 2 for 150 for 100 on that Bivol Zurdo fight. He didn't want to do this. He didn't want to do that. So
yeah, Zurdo's extremely slow.
So
I agree.
He fights in slow motion. Holy cow! The guy is the slowest in the division, and probably up to cruiserweight as well. He's the slowest guy.
Well, bro, he's big.
I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act slow motion for me. Now, anyway.
He's big though, Space. That dude is big as hell, man. I saw him in real life. I'm looking at him. I'm like, dude, this guy's a heavyweight. There's no way in hell he's fighting a light heavyweight. This dude is just blown up.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Extremely slow.
Yeah.
And
yes. Yeah, Zepeda fucking put it on.
Those crazy egg.
Hang on, Space. Yeah, he put it on fucking Jojo. Jojo got fucking clobbered. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Zepeda's a good fighter.
I didn't see that.
It was a Space Predator. It was going on at the same time the Lomachenko fight was going on, so nobody watched it. You know, the majority of people.
I was watching the Lomachenko, and after like be a battle, and yeah, I was done with that match. I knew where it was going after the 4th.
Yeah. Blair Cobb's for one facts. No, it's all good. Real talk. We'll get you on another time, buddy. We'll get you on another time. Zepeda broke the record in punches thrown. No, that can't be true.
390 or something. I heard some number like that.
No, it was like 1,500 or something. No, bro. Barrera and Morales threw more than that. Fuck that. I don't. That's true for like that weight class, or I don't know about that, bro. Maybe. I mean, maybe.
All right, Johnny, I'm gonna hop off. I just got home. I was driving from work, but I'll catch you guys later.
Before you do, all right, Space Predator. Before you do,
yeah,
does the Lomachenko and Haney happen? Yes or no?
yes, they're hyping it up. I think it'll get done.
And if it happens, who do you have winning? Quick answer. You don't got to.
I'm gonna say Haney right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Haney because he has consistency so far. I know it's against Cambosis, but I think he's getting better, and I think Loma might be on the decline.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Correct your opinion.
Fair enough, Space. Thank you for sharing, brother. God bless.
But I'm excited. I'll be excited if it happens. All right. God bless, brother.
Yeah, come on anytime, man. Hop on anytime.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you.
See you, Bo. My favorite Mexican fighters, Gallo Estrada, Mauricio Alada, and William Zepeda. Mine would be Pitbull Cruz, Jose Zepeda, and Mauricio Lara. Man, I sure fucking hope so. I want these Loma haters to eat some fucking dick. Eat a basket of dicks, Josh. Exactly. Eat a fucking basket of fucking Lexington Steels. Fucking.
Well,
dick.
you know what's strange about his haters, though, Johnny? Like, when you talk to them, all they do is just repeat the same narratives like sheep. Like, bro, give me one reason. I always tell them, give me one reason what you think about Lomachenko that he's not so good, right? And every time I've talked to them, they always mention the loss against Tio or Encelito, and that's it. It's like, bro, name something that you see in him that's not good, right?
Yeah. There's no reason to dislike the guy.
They only repeat the same narrative, which is he can't fight on his back foot. And I'm like, bro, he's not a defensive counterpuncher. Why the fuck would he want to fight on his back foot like a Floyd? Like, bro, he's not big in size. He has no reach. He has good defensive footwork where he could get off the center line and bring the fight to the center of the ring where he should have it. So why are you guys criticizing he's not a good defensive back foot fighter? Like, bro, he's not a counterpuncher. Like, fuck, these dudes are stupid, bro. Like, whenever you talk to them.
Hey, we got a Zurdo fan in here. Hey, shout out to the Mexicano over here. Hey, there we go. Let's mix it up a little bit. All right, buddy, you going for your fellow Mexican? I understand. Well, salute to you. May the best man win on Sabado, DJ Lou. Yeah, it's real simple. They hate him because he's white. And I'm going to say this for the 417th time. Loma didn't lose to Salido. I'll give Teofimo the fight. He didn't lose that fight to Salido, though. Dick, jump on the panel. Links in the chat. I say something in Haney that makes you believe he could beat Loma his jet. Well, we were just talking about that about 20 minutes, half an hour ago, bro. That's the one thing that he's got.
Yeah, real talk. I explained it before. I mean, it's if you rewind it. I mean, I'm sure you didn't see it, but I did explain it to Johnny as to why his jab is not going to be enough to beat Loma. Like, yeah, you could have a great jab, but if you can't follow up with a combination or use your feet with your jab, then it's going to be a problem for you.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. Bivol will destroy Zurdo. Fair enough. Yeah, Dick, jump on the panel. Everybody jump on the panel. I want to hear some more fucking, come on. Get your balls up. You're not going to jump on here for an hour. Jump on here for 20 minutes and fucking shoot the shit. My question, okay, here's a good one for you, Andreas. If Bivol's Beterbiev, and I'm not going to answer this because I don't want to give it away, but if Bivol and Beterbiev were to happen, who would you favor?
Oh shit.
That's a true 50-50.
That's yeah. Like, my thing is, look, Artur Beterbiev, we all know him because he has power, right? He knows how to close the gap, smother you, and then basically just rip you up like a bear. The question is how fast can Bivol get the hell out of that man's way if he's gonna get smothered and cornered? That's the only question. Is how fast can Bivol hit and run? I'm talking about hit and like you can't even walk. You need to run against Beterbiev. So I don't know how that fight will turn out. It's a true 50-50 fight. Like we always say, certain fights are 50. That's a real 50-50 fight right there, man. Like you.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? Well, what do you think?
Okay. I want to see what both guys. Okay, I'll have a better assessment after this weekend when we see Bivol fight Zurdo, and Beterbiev's supposed to be fighting Anthony Yard in January. So, and he'll knock Anthony Yard the fuck out. But I want to see. Okay, Vasil. I want to see what both guys look like before I really assess it. But gun to my head, Beterbiev. I got Beterbiev.
Really?
Yep, I think because Beterbiev, not only can he just shred you to pieces and he has ridiculous power and all this other shit, he's an underrated boxer, bro. He's very sneaky with some of his shot. And normally the boxer to beat the puncher, but I don't think so. I think Beterbiev beats him.
You think so?
Yep.
That Johnny, at that point, whichever response you give, there's nothing wrong with it because dude, that fight is, you don't know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah, I think, and dude, to me, I've said this before. I haven't seen you in a while. To me, Beterbiev Bivol is the best fight in boxing.
Absolutely.
I mean, Haney and Loma's great. Usyk and Fury's great. But to me, fuck Crawford and Spence. We're not even gonna But that fight should have happened 4 years ago. But to me, the best fight that can be made in boxing right now is without a doubt Beterbiev and Bivol. Without, like, no questions asked.
I agree. The problem is, though, is the market, Johnny. Like, the thing is, you and me know the sheer greatness of those two fighters, right? And how skilled they are. The question is there going to be a market for them to sell that fight on pay-per-view? Because it's two Russians fighting on foreign soil. I don't know how they're going to get that. I don't know how they're going to monetize, because that's a real, if those two were Americans and they fought the way they did, that fight would have been making 20-30 million easily.
Would nobody be, if they were both American, nobody even be talking about Crawford and Spence. They'd be talking about that fucking fight. I think that, well, and here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Bivol, I think if Bivol went to Top Rank, Bob will just put it on free ESPN.
Oh, that's true.
You know, and he put Loma and Tio on free ESPN. He put the undisputed Taylor Ramirez fight at 140 on ESPN a year and a half ago. He'll put it on, but Eddie will probably want it on pay-per-view. So that's where they're going to have to get a little creative. They both want the fight. I mean, they're both fucking, those guys are fucking gorillas. Apparently, I got Bivol beating Beterbiev on points. Fair enough. Yeah. It blows my mind how Beterbiev fought at heavyweight on the amateurs. It doesn't blow my mind. His power probably carried up, brother. Apparently after Bivol. Oh shit! Hold on, Mr. B. I'll get to you in 1 second. Apparently, after Bivol beats Zurdo and Arthur beats Yard, they're gonna make Bivol fight Blatzy and Art. Oh my God! Are you who said that? Mighty Max, excuse me. Amazing point by Andreas on them being Russian. Bivol, Beterbiev would have been insanely competitive. Beterbiev is going to touch him eventually. Nobody from cruiserweight to light heavyweight can take that power. I agree. I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much, Hermano, for the super chat, too. Well said, sir. You know your boxing? Yeah, I know my boxing. I don't like to be cocky or arrogant about it, man. And, you know, like I say, dude, I've been watching this since I was 6 years old. I was boxing and doing karate when I was 8, bro. I'm not in shape now. I haven't been for a few years, but I know my shit, man. A lot of these dudes started watching boxing when they were 25. It's in my blood, bro. You know.
Well, Johnny, you mentioned the zone and ESPN going to make that fight difficult to happen. I'll give you credit where credit. I'll give Top Rank credit where credit's due, because at least with Bob Arum, he's willing to sacrifice to make fights happen. I mean, that Linares and Lomachenko fight, he got it made done, bro. With all those politics in the way, he got it out the way.
Yep.
I feel like Golden Boy is the best, and as well as Top Rank. But man, the Zone, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like Eddie Hearn has a problem with Bob Arum, right? They had like a little dispute recently or something like that.
They do, but I think if it's for the greater good, they will work together. The problem is with either of them working with PBC. Bob and Eddie can chew through that bullshit and get it done, like they did with Fury and White. You know,
Right?
They'll chew through their personal beef and actually make the fight. However, with them and Zurdo, with them and the PBC, neither one of them will work with the PBC. Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. The PBC won't work with either one of them. The PBC are on their own island. The rest of these guys can, sometimes chew through it and make the fight. That's what it is, Andre.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I agree 100% with that. But I don't understand PBC though. They have a stable full of decent fighters, and I don't even see them fight that often, man. Like you never see them fight as often as like Top Rank fighters fight or Golden Boy fighters fight. Man, those guys are just being held hostage with those contracts.
Well, I mean, Tank fights once a year, Charlo fights once a year, Wilder fights once a year. I mean, it's fucking, at least Loma and Usyk, and they try to get 2 fights in a year.
Yeah.
Beterbiev. Because Beterbiev fought Marcus Brown last December, beat the shit out of him, who was in the top 5 at the time. Then he unified with Joe Smith in June, and now he's fighting in January again. So he's fighting. He's had 3 fights in 13 months.
That's what I'm saying. So
And Usyk and Loma, they've had this shit with the Ukraine going on.
Yeah,
so that's different.
Yeah,
but that's different. But prior to that, they were fighting multiple times a year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Chocolatito's fighting twice this year. He beat the shit out of Julio Cesar Martinez in March, right before I went to the can. And then now he's fighting El Gallo Estrada in December. That's another good one. Speaking of that, who you got on that one, Andreas?
Oh, which one? Chocolatito?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got Chocolatito, man. That dude is just too skilled, man. He's just fundamentally so sound that it's amazing to watch him, man.
Who did you have won in the second fight?
Chocolatito.
You had him. You thought he got robbed. Yeah, so you're on. We're on the same page with that. Yeah. I'm Eddie Hearn said they're gonna push for the board. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Eddie Hearn's a disgrace if he does that. I'm a Manny B. What's up, Manny B? Thank you again, Mr. B, for the super chat. God bless, brother. Appreciate it. I'm a Bivol fan, but Ramirez is going to be a real ass to test for Bivol. Picking Ramirez, though, but my heart is with Bivol. Fair enough, Manny. Fair enough. He said heads with Zurdo, hearts with Bivol. Okay. Interesting take, Manny, brother. Thank you for sharing. Interesting take, my guy. Interesting take. Oh, no worries, Dickie. No worries at all, Dickie. The offer's out there. If you feel like jumping on, it's going to be tough for Haney to make weight again. Yeah, he did look like a fucking Skeletor in that last weigh-in. No doubt about it. Without question.
Is he lightweight? He's heavyweight. You heard that, Johnny?
Say it again.
No.
Oh, yeah, this is lightweight. This is lightweight. This is heavyweight.
Yeah, dude. And then he goes, "When I'm in the ring, I'll show you." It's like, bro, come on, like, just calm down and give a better insult to the man. Like, if you're gonna talk shit right back, you could have been like, "I'm gonna eat your children up" or some shit. Like, bro, say something foolish and shit, though.
Okay, but what's better, Carlos? Beating not my pound for pound number one, but a lot of people's pound for pound number one in Canelo, and then beating 44-0 Zurdo, or beating a completely faded Nonito Donaire and beating some bum that they gave a vacant title to. Come on, bro. And I love Inoue too. Well, Inoue's my guy, but no.
The only argument you can make for fighter of the year is if Bivol beat Zurdo, he's beaten Zurdo and Canelo in 1 year. If Chocolatito beats Estrada, he beat Julio Cesar Martinez in a trilogy match with Estrada in 1 year. And another thing with the American establishment, they might throw Haney in that mix because he went over to Australia and won the championship, then went back, beat him in a rematch. Woo. But for me, it's Bivol or Chocolatito, given they win their next fights. Yeah, but yes, that's a good shout, Carlos. I didn't even think about Inoue. I didn't even think about it. Fucking weight bully. And these dummies think Loma was coming up with this. Yeah, Loma doesn't come up with excuses. They just don't know how to. They don't have the sense of humor, homie. That's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference. Fucking. Who do you guys pay to pro Grace, Andreas?
I'm not. I gotta watch those two fight in order to make a decision, Johnny. I'm not too sure about those two.
Tough one.
I gotta watch. I mean, I heard you say that Zepeda throws a lot of punches. I just don't know what the other guy can do. So.
Oh, you never watched pro Grace?
Johnny, I work all day, so it's like I try to squeeze in as much time as I can in boxing. I don't follow 100 million fighters, just like a handful of fighters that when I watch them off the first bat and I see the way they move and the way they fight, the way they were able to throw combinations, that's when I fall in love and I try to watch those specific fighters. Like, I'm not a Canelo fan. I don't watch Canelo. I don't find his style interesting. I don't watch a lot of fighters, Johnny. I watch Chocolatito. He's very interesting. But other than that, like, if you're asking me, I'm gonna let you know straight up. I need to watch those two in order to give you my assessment with Zepeda and Regis.
Okay, well, watch Josh Taylor and Regis. You know who Josh Taylor is.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Watch Josh Taylor and Regis. That was a great fight for the World Boxing Super Series. That'll give you a little bit of insight. Watch Zepeda fight Jose Ramirez. I thought he won that fight, and he got stiffed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zepeda, did you ever see Zepeda Baranchik?
No.
What? Okay. Zepeda Baranchik was the fight of the year of 2020. So that just tells you how good of a fight.
Is Zepeda? What's his style like, Johnny? Is he?
He's a quick southpaw with knockout power.
Is he more of a brawler or is he more of like
he
a
likes
pure
to
boxer?
Fight. He likes to fight. He likes to fight. He likes to fight.
As I figured, he might be some sort of defense, but then again, he's Zepeda. He's Latino. He's Mexican. So shit. I never met.
But he can box too. He can box. Too.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What is this? Who is the channel that mentioned you did an expose on? I think it was Precise. Been trying to. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, Precise is my boy. What's this guy's name? Memo Merp, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah. That was probably me Precise was talking about. God bless Precise. Shout out to him. Go subscribe to his channel. Great channel. Honest channel. Tells you the truth, whether you like it or not. Thanks again, Mr. B.
Hey, Johnny, have you read that report on how Haney got his career funded through Daddy's cocaine money?
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
The strange part in that is that if you read the story, Billy Boy got arrested for shipping coke across state lines, and he only sat and did a couple of years, bro.
So he snitched.
It doesn't make any sense how he had that little time.
Was he a felon prior to getting that charge?
Oh, I'm not too sure about that, but I know that if you ship it over state lines, you're looking at some good time.
Oh, then he ratted. I mean, I don't call nobody a rat unless I see the paperwork. But if that's all true, then yeah, he probably told on somebody, bro. So, which doesn't surprise me because the LDBC hangs out with all kinds of snitches. These motherfuckers hang. Nestor Gibbs from the Boxing Voice is a certified snitch with paperwork. So, you know,
I'm not too sure who that is, but I'll take your word for it.
He's a certified snitch with paperwork. He snitched on his brother-in-law or his cousin for a fucking coke deal. Yeah, yeah. I know a lot about a lot of these channels, bro. You know, because I used to go at it with them all the time on my old channel. I stay away from that bullshit now, but they know not who not to fuck with. You know, Jose Zepeda has the best resume for a fighter who's never won. That's a great fucking comment, Carlos. Jose, I'm trying to think. I was going to say Brian Castano, but he did have the WBO title. Janabek's got a title now.
That dude is good, Johnny.
Janabek's a fucking problem, bro. He's a problem.
Like, granted, I'll tell you this: the 1 or 2 fights that I watched like halfway through, his opponents weren't the top, but the way that man moves, the way that man throws a jab, throws the combinations, keeps that range and distance, he is good, man. That boy is really good, Johnny.
Janabek's a fucking monster, bro. Monster. He's gonna be around for some years still.
He has a belt already, right? A world title.
Yeah, the one that Demetrius Andrade vacated because he.
That's what I was gonna ask. Who did he beat? Because I didn't remember him beating anybody for that world title.
Demetrius Andrade ducked
him.
Vacated the title, so Janabek picked it up.
So why don't they ever talk about that in all these YouTube boxing channels? They never mention it, which is kind of strange.
Because they're racist, bro. They hate white people. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't even beat around the bush anymore. That's what it is. I mean, I don't care. They can do what they want to do, but as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't give a shit. So, but yeah, a lot of them just hate white people, bro. Caucasians, whatever. It is what it is. You know. Yeah, good shot on that one, though, Carlos. I'm not for everybody, so everybody knows. I will not be watching Fury Chisora, not at all. That's a disgrace to boxing. I also will not be watching, commentating, making a prediction on Crawford Evanesian. That's a disgrace to boxing, and I'm a Crawford fan. What's up, Joe?
What's up, brother? Hey, you ain't lying. Ain't nobody watching that fight. That's super trash, man.
Bro, that shit's garbage as fuck, dog.
Hey,
right. Hey, what's happening, brother? Hey, we won't. But I think if they would have made the fight, I wanted to get your opinion. I think this the best championship fight, man, of all time, man. Because I don't see no weaknesses on Spence or Crawford. It's like shit, like Oscar De La Hoya and Trinidad.
Hey, yeah, that's a good shout there. It's a good comparison with Trinidad and I mean, bro, look here. I'm a fan of Crawford and Spence. I want to see the fight just like everybody else. But I'm so fucking sick of talking about it, dog. Like, it's not a knock to Bud. It's not a knock to Errol. But I'm done. I'm just done talking about it until it actually happens, bro. That's my whole thing. No disrespect.
I agree.
No disrespect to either one of them. You know, I'm a fan of both of them. But come on, man. Come on.
They gonna mess around and lose before the fight happened, just like Joshua and Wilder. You see, both of their ass lost. Remember that?
I mean, it's just like Pacquiao and Floyd, bro. That fight should have happened 5-6 years before it did, bro.
Right.
And the difference with Felix and De La Hoya,
who did you pick? Who did you pick going into that one? Who did you pick going in De La Hoya Trinidad?
Oh, bro, I was like 9 years old when they fought, bro.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm old, man. I'm old. I'm 46.
I'm 30, bro. I'm 30.
I went with Tito. Don King got me the victory. Was that Don King?
How much did you win in that fight?
I had Oscar.
How much did you win that fight?
Say what?
I'm asking how much did he win in that fight? Clearly, you had to have bet to be this happy.
Yeah, I won 500 from my cousin. He knocked a hole in his wall because Oscar looked like he won it. But he didn't know. I knew about Don King. Don King had the ace in the hole, man.
Exactly.
You know
That
what's
gangster shit.
You know what's crazy, bro? When I was a kid in the 90s, bro, because a bunch of my older cousins are Puerto Ricans and I'm Italian, and they like, so we were all rooting for Felix, bro. We was all rooting for Tito, but we all thought De La Hoya won, and then and my pops hated De La Hoya. He thought he was a fag, bro. My pops thought De La Hoya was a fag.
He was right.
Yeah. He thought he was like, my pops was like, man, this dude's a fucking pretty boy, man. And my dad was a black belt and all kinds of shit. So he, he's an old school Sicilian. My dad. So he's like, but he was like, so he wanted Trinidad. We all wanted Trinidad to whip his ass. We were like, nah, De La Hoya won.
That movement. He had the movement. But you know what? Keith Thurman almost gave the fight away to Danny Garcia, just like De La Hoya gave that fight away to Tito, running the last 3 rounds and shit.
Yeah, he gave away the last 3-4 rounds against Danny. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. And that's what, I'm a Devin Haney fan, but that end of the fight, the 12th round when you be running, you got to stop doing that, because if they give it to the other guy, you're not going to have nothing, no excuse. That's why you gonna have to finish strong, especially overseas. He lucky, they didn't get him on that running in the last round.
The thing, and what he pulled in the Linares fight in the last 3 rounds was that
he did it too.
Yeah, because he got rocked pretty good in the 10th from Jorge Linares, and
true.
And then in the 10th in the 11th and 12th, he was just holding on for dear life, bro. Like, you got to do something, man. And to me, because I had that fight 7-2 for Haney after the fucking 9th round, and then Linares won the last 3 rounds, I thought. So you gotta shoot up.
You can lose it.
Yeah,
right.
You
can lose it. And now, like you said, that's our new Wilder. You know what I'm saying? On the black side, we need this dude, but he ain't got no punching power. But far as that's how bad we rooting for this guy. But we know how dangerous it is with a Lomachenko. I'm not falling for that Loma not looking good. Hey, he just not looking good coming back from the war. I don't know how he gonna look the next fight. That's just a little ring rust. But I know how difficult it is.
It was that, and I think that Jermaine Ortiz kid was a little bit better than people thought he was going to be, too.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your opinion. Do you think T.O. could beat Josh Taylor and gain undisputed?
Well, Josh Taylor don't have the belts no more.
He lost them?
No, he didn't lose them. He vacated them because he wanted that Catterall rematch. He wanted the Catterall rematch, and the other sanctioning bodies wanted to do mandatories, and he's like, no, I'm fighting Catterall because y'all thought I lost against him, so I'm running that shit back. Fuck these belts. But if T.O. was to move, T.O. versus Taylor would be an interesting one. I think that depending on how Taylor makes weight, if Taylor can make the weight comfortably, I think he beats him. But if he can't, if he's drained, I think Teofimo might have something there. So that's another great fight they could make, bro. That's another, yeah. That's just like they need to get on Plant and Benavidez too, because ain't neither one of y'all fighting Canelo anyway. So y'all may as well, and they're both PBC, they're both in the same weight class. Like, get on that shit.
Hey fellas, so let me ask you, since you brought up that Plant fight, did he not look better against Darrell compared to Canelo? Because I did not expect that movement and that combination punching, the way Plant was throwing against Darrell compared to how he was fighting against Canelo. Because against Canelo, he was fighting a very timid fight. He wasn't the same. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I think yeah, but I think but in the same breath, Canelo is a lot more dangerous than Darrell is too. So he probably had to do his own, being himself, being smart enough to recognize that Canelo is a lot bigger of a threat close range than Darrell is. So it could have been a little bit of both. He wanted to make a statement coming off a loss, and again, Canelo's a whole another monster as opposed to Darrell. Mr. Aggressive, Eastside, what's up, bro? Brody, he said Bivol need to go after Biterbi. Well, that's what Bivol was. Hey, homie, that's what Bivol was just saying in the interviews on the Fight Hype and the Fight Hub and all that other bullshit. He was just saying that. He said, "Fuck a Canelo rematch, bro. I want to fight Biterbi for the straps, bro. He said, fuck, I need to fight Canelo again, bro. I beat him every round. Or damn
Yeah,
near
he got the money. He got the money. So why would he not need to fight Canelo again?
Yeah, right. Yeah, East Side. I'm my mama, bro. Like, yeah, fuck that. He already said, I don't even give a shit about Canelo. I want the legacy. I want them belts. I want to fight Arthur, bro. So,
Mastermind,
yeah.
who do you have, Mastermind? I want to get your opinion on that Bivol versus Zurdo fight.
Damn, that's a tough one, man. I ain't never seen dude fight. I seen Bivol, man, but this the best fight out right here, man.
Yeah, that motherfucker's a banger, bro. That joint's a banger.
That's tough, man. That 44 no, he hey, all I see is James Toney versus Roy Jones Jr. in this one. This James Toney, he was 44-0, remember? And
Yeah.
Roy Jones was 25-0.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
You
shout.
young, I got you young, but that's what it was. 25-0 Roy.
That was that. Yeah, that should happen when I was like 2 or 3. But I had it on VHS tape, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah. I had my pops recorded it on VHS. I saw it a couple years later. So yeah. But
Hey, I want you to know if but check this out. I think Crawford is a little timid of Spence because he keeps saying he don't need him. But I say this: if he could beat Spence and then he can go up and beat Charlo and get undisputed at 3, I think he goes down as the greatest fighter of all time, up there with Ray Robinson, up there with Mayweather and the greats.
Are you talking about Errol Spence?
No, Terrence Crawford.
Okay.
Three undisputed titles. I wanted to get your opinion on that, brother.
If he were to if he just for argument's sake, because I mean, first we got to get through the big obstacle of him fighting Spence, but if he were to go undisputed in 3 weight classes, that's very, very special.
That's rare. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to put him up there. I still probably wouldn't put him above Pacquiao or Ray Leonard, but he would be right underneath them guys. Ali, but he would be, yeah, absolutely. That would be.
I had to put him over Pacquiao, man. He got too many losses with knockout losses.
Yeah, but
he undisputed.
Yeah, but Pacquiao, you got to remember, Pacquiao won titles in 8 divisions, bro, and he fought great competition too, bro. Like Bud,
right?
And respect to Bud, he's a fucking little hood ass Midwest boy like myself, but respect to Bud, but like his resume ain't there to fuck with Pacquiao's either, and neither is the undisputed accomplishments though. That would be, you know what I'm saying.
Because I don't think, like you said, it's a big if. Like it's hard to get past them guys to beat a big Spence and then beat a big Charlo, But like you said,
no doubt, bro. But I still don't think that puts him above because you gotta remember Pacquiao fought some all-time greats in their prime, bro. Barrera, Morales, Marquez, Cotto, I don't think that outweighs Pacquiao, but it would put Crawford up there. It would put him up there.
I'll tell you this, right? I think Crawford. Look, I understand. Mastermind said, "Will he be the greatest of all time?" See, the issue with me is that how do you compare one fighter to another, right? If we're talking about greatest of all time, that implies that it goes through all these divisions. So how do we compare a heavyweight to a welterweight to a lightweight, et cetera, right? That's like the whole entire Michael Jordan versus LeBron and all these greats. That's the conversation, in my opinion, that we'll never know. Will Bud be the one of the greatest, or if not the greatest fighter in the past decade? If he does what you said, Mastermind, in my opinion, yes. In the past 10 years, he could be.
Yeah. Let me. Vasil just jumped in. I'm gonna get to him.
Let me. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all, man. My bad, y'all.
All right, homie. Well, hey, I appreciate you jumping on, bro. All right, but let me just Vasil. I'm gonna get to you in 1 second, bro. Let me just read a couple of comments. Cool. Charlo got to beat Tim's, bro. Carl, I love you, and I love Costizu, and I love his son, but he ain't winning that fight, bro. No, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. But yeah, he don't got the names or the accolades to be fucking with Pacquiao, and those are all ifs, ands, and buts. If Crawford can even do that shit, Crawford can't hold Pacquiao's crap. I agree. Has there even been a 2-time undisputed male in the four? No, there is not. But if Usyk beats Fury, he is. So, Pro Grace is a day. Hey, I'm rude. Hey, no, Carl. God damn it. I'm rooting for him, damn it. I'm just saying. I don't think he beats him. I'm rooting for Tim. I'm rooting for him. I was a big Costa-Zoo fan, but yeah, I'm rooting for him, Timmy or Carl, excuse me. But yeah, but fuck you. Yeah, but I'm rooting for him, Carl. But I just don't see it. What's up, Vasile, bro?
Здравствуйте. How's everyone doing?
Здравствуйте, братски.
Yeah, bratvoshka. Yeah,
We're about to hijack this.
I have so many things I want to say. So I'll start with Bivol and Zurdo. So I've been, thinking over the past 6 or 7 days or so about, this fight. And what I think is going to happen is I think Zurdo is going to dominate the early rounds in the fight. I say he'll dominate 2.5, 3, 4 being generous.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I think Bivol is just going to take over. Because the size, I think, in the early stage of the fight, I think size will be an issue for Bivol. Because Zurdo is a big motherfucker, bro. He's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, I said that to Johnny.
Yeah, he is. He is. I agree. Again, if we look at the perks of both guys, okay, Bivol has the speed, the foot speed, and he's got the better footwork. He's got the better upper body movement, head movement. He's got the better ring IQ, and he's also fought the better competition. He beat Jean Pascal. He beat fucking Joe Smith. He beat Canelo. So Bivol's got all that in his favor. What Zurdo has in his favor is the size, the reach, the power. So that and the thing again, another thing, Vasile, in my opinion, like I said, you watched my prediction video, didn't you, Vasile?
Oh yeah.
Bivol's got to keep it in center ring.
Yep.
Don't lay on the ropes, because that's exactly what Zurdo wants you to do.
Yep.
So he can go to the body, and as Teddy Atlas would say, put water in the basement and take your legs away.
Yeah, I noticed too, because I've been watching Zurdo's fight the past couple of days as well. And if he doesn't have you on the ropes, his only success if he fights you in the pocket.
Yes, exactly.
And he dips his head down. I noticed a lot too to his left. I think either to his left or to his right.
Yeah.
And one of Bivol's underrated punches is his left hook. So I think he'll use that a lot in this fight because he does dip a lot, Zurdo. So yeah.
So you got Bivol winning points then, Vasile, correct?
Yeah. I just don't know if it's going to be unanimous or split.
Yeah, in an 8-4 type of fight, 9-3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much what my thoughts are. I think it's going to be competitive to an extent, but I agree with you as the fight goes on that Bivol's going to find more and more success. I think it's going to be one of them fights where it's going to be even after 6, and then Bivol's really going to take off.
Yeah, like
What
you're going to see is like from the first 3 or 4 rounds, everyone's going to start to shit themselves, and they're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, Zurdo, he's beating the fuck out of Bivol."
Yeah.
When round 4 or 5 starts, Bivol's going to start to put it on him. I'm telling you.
Just like we did last weekend with Lomachenko.
Because what you have to understand that these Eastern Bloc fighters who grew up in the Soviet system or have Soviet era coaches, they're notorious slow starters. Beterbiev's a slow starter. Loma's a slow starter. Usyk, I guess you can consider him a slow starter. In my opinion, he kind of is. Povetkin was even a slow starter.
Yeah,
so
that's true too. They turn the fight, and they fucking crank the engine up as the fight goes on.
Yeah.
And a lot of, and you know what? That's because that's a lot of the, because you box, Lucille, and I don't. It's been years since I boxed, other than the occasional bar, but it's not like a fucking bar fight, people. Where you're just gonna throw everything you got at somebody, right? Like that.
Yep.
You gotta that's the whole thing with boxing. You gotta pace yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yes. Chain, what's up, Chain? Let's go with it.
I feel like that there will be one weird judge, or that one judge with a weird scorecard like Canelo. All three of the judges had a fucking weird scorecard with the Canelo Bivol fight. They all had it 7-5, and Bivol won 10-2, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully we don't get any fuckery like that. But here's, and the other part of me is if De La Hoya pulls some bullshit. But again, if they're not going to rob Bivol over Canelo, I don't think they're going to rob him over Zurdo. If, I mean, so who knows? We'll see. Dude, I'm so fucking excited for this. I mean, I was excited for Loma too. But I'm so fucking excited for this fight. I told work I'm leaving early on Saturday. I'm not playing. This fight's on early because it's in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told him, hey, I'm supposed to work a 10-hour shift on Saturdays. I said until 4:30. I said, hey, at 2:30, I'm leaving. No, can't do it. Cannot do it, dude. Gotta. Zurdo's coming with loaded gloves. Oh, come on. Don't fucking talk like that, man. Remember when Canelo had the draw card versus, Floyd, and Floyd whipped his ass. Do you think Zurdo has got underrated part? We got to see, because, Clint, the thing is, the guys Zurdo's knocked out are fucking retards, bro. Again, dude, if I go fight the fucking, even out of shape right now, if I go fight 3 of the gas station clerks at fucking Quick Trip down the street over here, I'm going to look like fucking David Tua. So, I mean, so if I go fight the fucking guy at the factory over here, I'm going to I'm going to look like fucking a chubby Marvin Hagler. So what the fuck, the fuck? Yeah. I told him, Clint, I told him, I said, hey, guy, I got, Hey, guy, I got this thing going on Saturday. It's a pressing matter, and I won't be able to attend that day, Clint. That's what I told him. Okay. I got this pressing matter. It's important business I need to address. Zurdo is big. He's a big fucking Momo. David too. We would see Johnny versus. Oh yeah, you'll know. Well, you could see Johnny versus Quick Trip clerks tonight, but except you won't see me for the next 2.5 years because I'll be in prison. So yeah, So, but yeah, man.
Hey, Johnny, tell me how in the comment section on Monday, I was on a Lomachenko video in the comment section, and it's actually a YouTuber that I don't think you get along with. I'm not going to say his name.
Okay.
But he was talking about how, Lomachenko fans are making excuses about his weight, him being undersized, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, well, yeah, he kind of is undersized. But then I said he makes up for it for his footwork, his quick feet, right? And then this guy in the comment section says, bro, you're the biggest Loma fanboy ever. You have his name in your username. I'm like, because my name's Vasily, you fucking dummy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you can't argue with idiot like people that are stupid, bro. They're gonna drag you down to their level.
Like, it's mind-boggling to me that this man thinks that the only Vasily on this earth is Vasily Lomachenko.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's a common Russian name.
Like, bro, you're talking about people who haven't even left their own cities, man, in their own states. Like they like these people don't know anything about common names. They'll probably majority of people might know what Vasily is, or Oleg is, or Sasha. They're gonna know that, but like these people they're clueless, bro. They don't know shit from anything.
Where are you from? Where's your family from?
They're from Armenia, so I'm part Armenian, half Greek. So
oh shit, that's
we're from the same Soviet states.
That's a fucking mixture there.
Oh fuck.
It's a fucking That's what.
Well, yeah, but Johnny, you're saying that's a mixture, but Cambosa's pissed me off. He made us look bad, man.
Hey, dude, how do you think I felt when Paulie was fighting?
Oh, really? Hey, but at least Paulie at least won world titles, and he was doing. Hey, at least he represented Italy the best that he can, right? Yeah. Well, Cambosa's, bro, he made us look like we're like the kings of the art of war.
Well,
bro.
He can represent Italy. I don't give a fuck. He shouldn't be representing Sicily, though. That's the problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he talks too much for us.
I'll tell you that right now. He did, motherfucker. I like Paulie. He's a great commentator, but you talk too fucking much. And you talk about you're fucking half a wise guy and all this other, bro. You talk too much to be a wise guy.
Man,
But
so go ahead.
let me just hey. All right. Oh, Javier, my essay from work here. Yeah. Here. If Bivol wins, you give me 25. If Zurdo wins, I give you 50. I'm giving you 2-1, Javier. Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. If Zurdo wins, I give you 50. If Bivol wins, you give me 25. This is my boy from work over here. Yeah. We're on, Javier. We're on. Virtual handshake. Yeah, we're on. I haven't forgotten.
Hey Johnny, Vasily, I want to get your opinion on this. What do you think this would be a good idea? Where like Top Rank, since they have a contract with ESPN, they go and grab a bunch of Soviet fighters and fighters from overseas and bring them into the American market and put them on, because a lot of these fighters are grade A talented fighters, man, that we don't know about, right? Do you guys think it'll be a good idea to bring them out here and showcase them to the American?
Let me, before Vasile jumps in, to be fair, Top Rank's done that with a lot of these guys. They did it with Loma, they did it with Janabek, they HBO and them did it with Triple G. Usyk went to the zone, but Top Rank, when they got a good Eastern European, they're trying to sell them. Eddie, that fucking guy, he should be fucking trying to sell Marajan Akhmadaliev more, and he doesn't do it. Because that guy's a fucking beast. The Uzbek.
Yeah.
That's why I was getting Janabek is the real boogie. Dude, that guy's a fucking monster.
Because I just find it kind of interesting, because I figure like if you get somebody from, let's just say, Kazakhstan, Russia, Uzbekistan, Armenia, or Ukraine, or whatever, all the Soviet states, and you tell them, look, I'll pay you $100,000 to fight this guy, bro. $100,000 to these guys will be like 7 to 8. It's like 6 years of salary for them, bro. Like, and plus they'll be fighting in a much better style. They'll be fighting with something to lose. Whereas most of these fighters nowadays from America, they're basically negotiating over like pennies and shit. Like they don't want to make fights happen because of the politics and the money. Like, why not go and get like real fighters and shit that will fight for the legacy and fight to feed their families, man? And you could pay them like 10 cents on the dollar, bro. So it's kind of crazy though, man. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea?
You know what? I think they should be given more of them opportunities, because these fucking American fighters get 20 million and they're still not happy. Where you could give one of the, I'm not saying to shortchange the Eastern Europeans or anything and all that, but give them $200,000 to fight somebody, $300,000, and then you're making a fucking killing.
That's what I'm saying. And $300,000 to a Russian is a shit ton of money, bro, for one fight.
And then if he's that good and he keeps winning fights, then you give him the big pay. Yeah. Because the thing is, the Russians and the Ukrainians and the Uzbeks and the Kazakhs, those guys don't give a fuck about money. They just want to be the best. They're not concerned about who gets cut of what money. I mean, they want to get paid, of course, but it's not the end all be all. They just want to be the best.
What do you think, Vasily? I want to get your opinion on this.
Yeah, so I think they should. It just depends where you're from, because given what's happening in the world, I don't think they'll promote as many Russian fighters, boxers, of course, and there really isn't any Belarusian boxers either that I can name off the top of my head that are good right now. So I mean, yes, but it depends where they're from.
Right.
Like, I think if he or she's from Ukraine, yeah, they'll promote the fuck out of he or she. But
like, not even promote though, because you know how ESPN shows their fights for free. Like, you get free promotion just off fighting on Top Rank on ESPN.
Yeah, but hold on though. But before we go off on that though, I'll tell you one fighter that is in Top Rank right now that they're not promoting right now, probably because of what's going on. His name is Pavel Silagin. You know what that is? Anyone?
No.
I do. Give me 1 second, bro.
That guy is good.
Pavel Silagin?
Silagin, yeah.
Oh damn. No, I never heard of him, man.
Yeah, he's a good Good.
Who does he mimic though? Is he similar to Bivol-esque, or is he fight like Kovalev, or who does he fight like?
So when I watch him fight, he's very typical Soviet style, straight up and down.
Fights behind the jab and
Fights, very jab heavy, bouncing in and out, lots of combinations. He does stand tall when he fights. He doesn't crouch down that much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would like to see him fight David Morrell, in my opinion. I think that'd be a great fight.
Sorry, fellas, I needed to plug my phone in. But now, what the fuck were we talking about?
No, I was
fighters coming out from Eastern Europe to fight in the American market, and
I was telling him that I would like to see Silagin, or as Americans call him, Silyagin. I would like to see him fight David Morrell.
Okay, that's a good fucking fight there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's talking about him fighting David Benavidez, bro. Screw that. Have him fight Silyagin.
Javier says we need more. Yeah, shout out to the Mexicans too, for sure, bro. For sure, Javi. For sure.
Hey, Javi, on a scale 1 to 10, how hard does Johnny work at the work site?
Yeah,
that's what I want. Javi, answer that. I want to know that from a coworker. No, I don't want to hear it from Johnny.
Johnny, so quick question. So do you work at a warehouse gig? Because I do too.
Yeah.
So is yours plumbing oriented or no?
No, it's sanitation.
Got you. Mine's plumbing oriented. Yeah.
He's
the funny guy.
He's the funny guy. But how hard do I work, Javier? Ask him what happened yesterday when I fucking freaked. I'm a hothead at work, bro. I'm trying to get shit done.
Hey, Andreas. So are you trilingual, bilingual, or?
Well, I speak Armenian and then part Greek as well, and then I also understand Russian. I speak a little bit, just on a basic level, just to get by.
Yeah, because it used to be a Soviet state. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's our second language back there in Armenia, and then in Greece too. They speak a lot of Russian. They speak a little bit Russian there, and then in Ukraine they also speak Greek there. So.
Lots of Ukrainians I've noticed, they have a lot of Greek ancestry.
Yeah, especially in Mariupol right now. So
yeah.
But it's cool, man.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of Vasilis in Greece. I've met a Greek guy named Vasily.
Yeah, 100%.
Look there's your answer, Andreas.
Yeah, he's a hard worker, even helps others while he's getting his work done, even though he wants to kill the lead in time. Hey, so does he smoke more cigarettes than he works hours?
No. Yeah, I do smoke cigarettes though. But and I want to kill the lead. I want to kill he means I want to kill the lead, the boss. I want to kill the boss sometimes. Yeah. He said he's a hard worker. He helps out with others while he's getting his own shit done, even though he wants to kill the boss. Yeah. He smokes a packet. Yeah. See? What did I tell you? BK, what's up, brother?
Hey, is Costa Zoo? He's Russian, right? Is he Russian?
He's Russian, Australia.
Yeah, he's Russian, Kostya, but I think his parents or somebody down his bloodline is Mongolian because he looks Asian.
Does he?
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Well, that's for Bivol. He's Korean too. He's Korean Russian.
Yeah,
right?
Russia has a large Korean population, Korean and Mongolian.
Gennady too, right?
Yeah, his mom's Korean, and his dad's Russian.
What's with him representing Kazakhstan? I don't get it.
That's where he was born. You see, it's not like here in America, right, where everybody reps their heritage 24/7. Like over in Europe, say you were born in Russia, but you have Polish parents, you're gonna rep the Russian flag.
Oh wow.
Ethnicity over here is completely different overseas countries.
Got it. That's interesting, though, man. That's very interesting that they represent the country that they're literally born in, even though they. Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm representing Italy. But anyways, fuck these Americans. Anyways, how tall is Zurdo and Bivol? Zurdo's 6'3", Bivol's 6 foot on the dot. Or Zurdo's either 6'2" or 6'3". I think he's 6'2.5". Bivol is Javier. He's half Russian, half Korean. Yeah.
Hold on. So he was born in Russia, but his dad's from Moldova and his mom's from Korea. So he's half Moldovan, half Korean.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, and then he was born in Kyrgyzstan. He lives in Russia. Yeah. That dude is all over.
Ricardo Mayorga, Josh. Ricardo Mayorga.
Man, the Argentinian fighter that fought, that passed away recently. What's his name, Johnny? Help me out.
That died
Recently, yeah. Oh, I think, is that who you're talking about? Is he Argentinian?
No, he was Nicaraguan.
Oh, okay, somebody else then.
Ricardo Mayorga died?
No. I thought you were talking about somebody else, man.
No. We were just talking about this, Javier. The winner is fighting Arthur Beterbiev. Fuck Canelo. No. Canelo can fucking do whatever. Canelo's out with an injury too, Javier. He's not going to fight for a year. They already said. It's crazy how y'all make it seem like they're huge people. What are you talking about? I'm like 6'2". I'd be thinking boxers are way taller than they are. Well, yeah, I'm fucking 5'11", bro. I mean, you know.
Well, it's not like we're making it, out to be like they're extremely huge, but we're talking in terms of for their weight class. Like Zurdo by far is the biggest person I've seen at 175 in my life.
You're talking about that. What about that skinny tarantula looking dude?
Well, no, I'm talking. Well, yeah,
that dude
tall.
he's not even normal. Like that's not normal, man.
Oh,
like,
you're talking about Fundora? Yeah,
Fundora. Yeah, that dude is.
Oh, that fucking kid, dude. That kid's a fucking weight bully. Eat a fucking double cheeseburger and go up to fucking light heavyweight. You fucking cocksucker.
He'll get killed in light heavyweight.
That to me, that's just fucking ridiculous, bro. That dude's fucking 6'6", bro, fighting at junior middleweight. Come on, I can't. Nothing. He seems like a nice kid, Fundora, but come on, man.
It's too much.
Come on. Yeah. He is one lanky, limbering fuck. Absolutely, Josh. Canelo versus Beterbiev. Oh, bro.
Beterbiev beats Canelo at his own game. He would oh my goodness.
Yeah,
like Javier, he would break Canelo's ribs.
Javier, Beterbiev would put fucking Canelo in the hospital, bro.
He would turn his insides into like mush, literally.
Yeah. He would mush him, bro. Like.
And this is why I was kind of bummed Bivol fought Canelo, because I knew for a fact that Bivol would rob the potential Canelo Beterbiev fight. Because I wanted to see a demolition.
Yeah, right. I did too. I wanted to see a demolition myself.
Hey, is Arthur Beterbiev from Dagestan or is he Chechen?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I think, I could be wrong, I think his parents are Chechen, but he was born in Dagestan, or vice versa.
Because I know they had an issue, right? Dagestani and Chechens, they had a problem back in the day, right?
Yeah, they had back in like ancient times and whatnot. Yeah.
Damn, that bad. Yeah, that bad. Yes, that bad. Johnny boy, do you believe that Loma Haney match is a 50-50 fight after Loma beat Ortiz? Me and Andreas were talking about this a little while ago. Mastermind, I see you. I'm going to let you on in 2 seconds, bro. I think that it's a 50-50 fight. I don't think Loma looked the greatest against Ortiz, but I think if it's for undisputed, you're going to see a much, much, much better version of Lomachenko. And I don't think that, again, styles make fights. Jermaine Ortiz is quick on his feet. Haney is not quick on his feet. I'm not saying he's bad on his feet, but he's a little bit flat-footed at times, and that's something Lomachenko can take advantage of. And, I mean, look at the Jojo Diaz fight. Jojo Diaz won 4 or 5 rounds against Haney, bro, and Jojo Diaz is not Lomachenko. So it's a 50-50 fight, bro, for sure. But I said, I'm sticking to my gun. I always stick to my guns on here, Black Wolverine. I always stick to my guns. I'm still going with Lomachenko. If the fight happens next spring, not in 2 fucking years, if it happens next spring, I got Loma. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the fight happens, and I think the winner should get Shakur at 135.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey,
Well,
speaking of Shakur, John, I have to ask you, what did you make of Shakur repping the Puerto Rican flag?
he's just trying to get fans, bro. Shakur, because the thing is, Shakur's from Jersey. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans in Jersey, bro. So he's just trying to, and you know what? The kid wanted to respect his roots. I have no problem.
Well, his dad is Puerto Rican, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have no issue with that. It's like my pops is Sicilian. So,
Because a lot of Puerto Rican, like actual Puerto Ricans, I know they took issue with that.
well, I'd have to. Yeah, I mean, he's not. I mean, I don't know. That's between him and the Puerto Ricans.
Like my one friend, he called him a Puerto Rican because he has Puerto Rican blood, but he can't speak Spanish.
A sort of Rican.
A Puerto Rican.
What's happening, Mastermind? What's good with it, bro?
Hey, man, y'all know we looking for supreme legacy, man. We looking for the greatest ever to do it. We got potential legends out here. Brady Reed, like you said, Shakur, he almost got murdered next to Takeoff yesterday. You seen that?
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what Andreas was just. I seen Takeoff got killed. I didn't know Shakur was with him though. That's crazy.
Right there, right standing next to him. We that close to, man. Hey, all lives matter, but man, we didn't want to lose no boxer like that, man.
No.
So hey, we'll take a rapper instead of a boxer, man. We more invested into this boxing shit.
Yeah, hey man,
It's unfortunate, man, what happened though, man. But
right.
a dice game to it, bro.
But I told your ass to stop going to the dice game with your rich ass. You better go to the casino where it's safe. Right, the hell you gambling with all them? You know how dangerous it is, man. It's too dangerous. It's too many of us.
Mastermind, bro. I'm from the Chicago area, bro. I've seen people get fucking stabbed, pistol whipped, all kinds of shit at card game. Like, yeah, Shakur, you ain't got no business out there. Like Mastermind just said, go to the casino, little bro. Stay safe. Yeah.
You a celebrity, man. You can't be gambling with these cats, man, because they ain't gonna do nothing but murder you, man. They sizing you up the whole time. Take off all of them.
Well, Mastermind, you know what the crazy part is? The story is that the quiet, humble one got shot and killed. Meanwhile, the louder brother is the louder cousin is the one who started the mess. And
he talking shit.
Exactly.
Dude swung on him.
Talking shit. And then all this shit popped off. And then basically the little cousin Takeoff, that's the dude that got shot and killed. So because of the cousin, now the cousin has to live with that grief for the rest of his life because he was running his mouth to the wrong person, bro.
Hey, you see, but to go off on a side note, I don't want to sound corny or anything like that, but like this is why like everybody should like watch who they hang around. I do not hang out with people who can potentially
don't fuck with them.
Who can potentially get me into trouble or make me a part of a potential ass whooping.
Listen, Jay Prince Jr., Duke the Jeweler just got killed. He from Chicago, fucking with Jay Prince at the dice game a month ago. Now Takeoff get killed. Man, stop fucking with them Texas dudes, man. They don't mean you nothing but man. Yeah. Hey, man.
Mastermind. The problem is that bro, Shakur is still he's still a kid though. Mentally, he's over here surrounding himself. Like when we were all kids, we were all surrounding ourselves with a bunch of people we didn't really know much about, right? Until we saw one or two things happen, and then we realized, oh shit, maybe I should behave myself and get my shit straight.
Where are you from?
And you're a millionaire. Think about that.
I agree with Vasily though. You got to be careful.
Andre. Hold on. Are you from Texas, Mastermind?
No, I'm in Cincinnati, man. Cincinnati 513. Yes, sir. No. I'm getting on this loud ass bus. Damn, I gotta check back in.
All right, hey, Mastermind makes a good point, bro. When you make it like that, bro, get the fuck out of there. I mean, half the kids I used to rock up with in high school, bro, they all fucked up on drugs in the streets, bro. They're locked up, dead. Like, bro, man, I don't talk to but 4 or 5 friends now.
Vasily, you made a great point, bro. You got to know who you're surrounding yourself with, man. I agree with you on that 1,000%, dude. But the thing is, certain kids learn it late, right? I don't know what age you learned it, and I learned it more in my mid-20s. But man, whenever you're around certain people and you feel cool and you feel good, like you feel like you're strong because you're hanging out with other people, that's when the biggest problems happen, man. But I agree with you, Vasily, on what you said, though, bro.
Yeah, I learned it when I was about 17 and a half. So
I see. I fucking when I went to rehab in Florida and I got that dope charge and I moved to Florida for a couple of years, I eliminated most of the people from my life. But when I moved back up north to Wisconsin, Chicago area, there was still a few. And that's what got me fucked up the last couple of years, So, but back to boxing. Clint asked a good question. I mean, I'll let Andreas go first. Prime Roy Jones versus Beterbiev. Who you got?
Oof. Shit. I mean, it's common sense. It better be if catches him and basically surrounds him, then it's done. But shit, Roy Jones, the way he fought, it was kind of unique because I never saw anybody lunge towards a fighter to throw a shot. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's one thing that I have to say. I don't know.
I don't know because Roy, he dropped his hands a lot. And to do that against a guy like Beterbiev, you have to have some balls to do that. Okay, I think in a hypothetical fight, I think Roy would probably dominate Beterbiev in the first 3 or 4 rounds, and I think Beterbiev would clip him in the later half of the rounds.
Yeah, I would say that I think Roy gets him, bro. I think Roy would his reflexes are too good. But that would be an interesting fucking fight though.
I don't like talking hypothetical fight like of past fighters and present fighters because you'll never know who wins.
That's what I said earlier, man. Even with the conversation who the greatest of all time is, Vasily, I don't even know how to compare that right there.
We'll never know, Like
how do you compare a heavyweight to a lightweight and et cetera, et cetera? Like, dude, it's crazy. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, don't be like me, exactly, Dickie. Yeah, that ain't no joke in Texas, Javier. I got Roy on points. Yeah, I would favor Roy, but again, Roy didn't have a chin, so if Beterbiev clips him, it might be adios muchachos. So
did you guys see Beterbiev fight in amateurs? Has he changed a lot compared to amateurs to the pros?
I think he's adjusted just a tad bit as far as footwork, but other than that, not really. But I mean, hey, it's been working for him up to this point.
Yeah.
So
he's pretty much the same guy. I mean,
yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
Pardon?
No, I said go ahead.
I was going to say there's some nicks and tads there, but he's pretty much the same dude, I think.
So here's the hypothetical. By me asking that, right? Do you guys feel like majority of fighters, the way they fight is how they're going to stay the rest of their career? Or here's a better question. Do you guys know of any fighter who has drastically changed where from in the beginning he didn't look good, but then he developed his skills and he became much better? Because I feel like most fighters that I personally watch, they look the same from start to finish. Like Haney's style hasn't changed. Lomachenko's style hasn't changed. Usyk's style hasn't changed. Yes, they've improved on maybe a little bit, but I feel like they haven't changed drastically.
Clint, Bivol beats the dog shit out of Andre Ward.
Yeah, no chance. Bivol,
you got a better chance of fucking running through hell with your underpants lit smothered in gasoline and making it out than you do for fucking Ward to win that fight. Yeah. Usama said, "Yeah, somebody changed. Canelo became worse." Yeah,
he became vegan.
Links in the chat. Cotto Maidana, De La Hoya. Yeah, but they've changed little things though, Javier. We're talking about just a big fucking drastic. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, Bivol and Beterbiev are the reason Andre Ward retired. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. Real talk. Ward's resume is garbage. Lomachenko has a better resume than Ward does. Haney is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Haney might beat somebody like Zepeda.
Yeah, I don't know how he'll do against someone like Prograis.
Yeah, Prograis might beat him, but he'll be able to. He'll have some competitive fights.
Yeah.
No, fuck no, he's not Hall of Fame material. Fucking Mini Max, where you at, bro? Mighty Max. There's the link again.
Hey, I know who that is. It's funny because we were talking about Suryagin earlier. I think he's the one who interviewed him.
Who? Mighty Max?
Yeah, and he had his mom translate for him. Yeah.
Any of y'all think Bivol is the next big hick? He's quiet, humble, dudes with a serious look on his face. Well, I mean, big hit. How you mean, like big pay-per-view stuff? No, you know why? Because he doesn't. Because he's humble and quiet, bro. They want a shit talking, fucking promoting. Okay, hey, somebody copy and paste the link. Hang on. Somebody copy and paste the link in my chat and post it and repost it in the chat. Clint, you drunk ass, you can do it. Or Carlos.
Yeah, I don't think he can become a star over here in the U.S. or in North America because fighting over here is also, show business. You have to have it, but I think in Russia, obviously, in Eastern Europe, yeah, for sure. But over here in the U.S., nope, not a chance.
Not a chance because
Only for boxing fans.
It's because he's humble, because he doesn't talk. Like I say, they want a character. They want a cartoon character to sell pay-per-views like
exactly.
Tyson.
And if they don't like you, then
hang on 1 second, brother. Like Tyson Fury, they want a cartoon character with a fake persona to sell you pay-per-views, like Tank Davis, like Tyson Fury, like fucking the Charlos. What's up, kiddo? How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Good. Everybody go subscribe to Mighty Max's channel.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
you guys doing well?
What's up, brother?
They're doing good.
Nothing new, man.
What? So, well, I guess the first thing is, who do you got? Bivol, Zurdo. Well, I saw what you said in the chat, but
yeah, I got Bivol outboxing him, out jabbing him, letting the more efficient shots, and Zurdo will come to fight. He'll give him a better fight than Canelo, but I got Bivol 8-4, 9-3 decision.
Yeah, fair enough. So did you see that? Did you see that Tyson Fury interview, Mighty Max?
Yeah, if that strange dude, True Jordy. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that Fury looked like a sensitive. I said it. I posted a small video earlier this morning. He looked like a sensitive fucking girl because that Jordy kid was just asking him really simplistic questions, and he was getting really offended by it. I'm like, dude, he's in his feelings.
Yeah, Fury looked very poor there. He was getting riled up very easily. He was crumbling. He was getting frustrated. It was very simple questions as well. Fury definitely looked very poor in that interview for sure.
Yeah. Did you want to come on here and talk about something, brother?
No, nothing in particular. I'm just chilling right now. I did a lot of work today, so I'm just relaxing now.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I just made my fucking Ioka Franco prediction for New Year's Eve. I did that one, and I did I did Prograis and Zepeda, and I did Chocolatito Estrada. I did all.
Yeah, those are all awesome fights. I'm looking forward to them.
Yeah.
In regards to the Chisora fight, I'm kind of bummed because Tyson Fury is the guy who got me into boxing. Like the first ever boxing fight I watched was Tyson Fury versus Steve Cunningham, years ago, right? And like just to see him like take this go downhill, take like a complete 360. It's disappointing to see. I used to have a lot of respect for him. I used to get excited every time he fought. And now it's just like, you're fighting a guy who you beat with basically one arm. Like,
Yeah,
I would have been perfectly fine if he fought like a Joe Joyce. I still would have been bummed. I would have been like, okay, it's kind of intriguing.
If he wanted a tune-up, he could have just rematched Otto Wallin. That would have been a way better fight.
Yeah,
Oh,
agreed.
Man.
Hey, Osama. Okay, Johnny, Mighty Max was saying that Haney doesn't deserve to be on the. That Haney deserves to be. Well, that's his fucking opinion, Osama. Who gives a fuck? It's his opinion.
But
It's his opinion. Hang on, Vasil. It's his opinion. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit, bro? You were talking shit about BT at True School before, bro. Mini Max is my fucking boy. BT is my boy. You understand? I don't give a shit. They got their own opinions just like I got my own opinions. Who gives a fuck? The fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, and it's not like I have him like top 5. Like I have him at number 9 or 10. Like he barely makes it for me.
Yeah, but regardless, I'm just saying it's your opinion and you're entitled to it. He's trying to go, hey Johnny, can you believe he said this? Like, no, I don't give a fuck. This is why your dumbass gets timed out in my chat, Usama.
Hey, Mighty Max, what is your criteria and what do you look for in a fighter to put him on your personal pound for pound list?
Honestly, it's a blend of a lot of things, but the only reason Haney's on my list is because he's undisputed. And for my criteria, if you're undisputed, you automatically get top 10.
Yeah.
So you put Jermell as well?
Yeah, Jermell's on my list also.
Yeah, but he doesn't have Spence either, if I remember correctly, right?
No, I put him there after the Ugas win, but I don't really enjoy having him on there. Honestly, there's a lot of guys that are above him.
I don't really enjoy. Yeah, I mean, mine. Just off the top of my head, I'll go 6 or 7. It'd be Usyk and Oe. Not in order. Usyk and Oe, Loma, Chocolatito, especially if he beats Estrada again. He's top 5.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which I think he'll do, by the way. I think he'll beat Gallo this time.
Yeah. So Usyk, Loma, and Oe, Chocolatito, Crawford, Beterbiev, Bivol, and another one that nobody ever puts in there, Kazuto Ioka.
Oh yeah, who deserves to be a contender on there, and I've been paying attention to this guy for a very long time. I told all the old people and rivaled all these other people that he was going to win, and that's my boy Ken Shiro. I know he's he's not very well known at all, but he's a 2-weight champion. He just beat the number 1 guy in his weight class by 7th round TKO. Unified, his only defeat he avenged in 3 rounds. Not many people know who he is, but I would definitely recommend checking out Ken Shiro. He's accomplished a lot. He's my favorite Japanese fighter in the sport, and probably the 2nd or 3rd best Japanese fighter in boxing right now. Very good fighter.
Mighty Max, do you want to break this down for Javier? I work with Javier at work. How the belt? You want to break that down?
Well, basically, he's saying like junior belt, silver. Yeah, junior and silver, none of those matter. The only ones that matter is WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF. Every belt has like secondary versions like silver, gold, interim, all that, but none of those mean anything to the fans. The only ones that are truly respected is the official. Every sanctioned body only has 1 belt that we recognize.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I describe it.
Yeah. There you go. So, what Nikita Abia? That sounds like a porno star, homie. I don't know who that is.
That dude, he looks a little bit like Jake Paul. But that's what he's known for. He's an Instagram boxer. He's nothing special. He never was.
I'll fight him for free. What's up?
Yeah, the zone was pushing him at one point, but yeah, he never really amounted much yet. I mean, he's still, I guess, young, but yeah, we don't really take that dude seriously.
What do you think? What do you think boxing should do as a whole in order to get the best fights made?
Honestly, I think there needs to be a monopoly of some kind. I mean, there needs to be someone that can take over boxing the way Dana White took over the UFC, because these promoters are way too greedy to really make the best fights for the fans.
I mean, and to be fair, this year wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. We got a couple. We got a couple undisputed fights. We got Shakur Valdez. We got fucking Chocolatito and Julio Cesar Martinez. We got fucking
Bivol, Zurdo.
Bivol, Canelo, fucking Canelo triple. Canelo Triple G3, even though the fight turned out to be shitty, it was still a big fight.
It's crazy because once Triple G switched to his old game plan, he was cooking Canelo Alvarez in those later rounds. And, honestly, Canelo really hasn't improved as much as we thought because the 40-year-old Triple G did almost as good as he did when he was 35, 36 years old, which is crazy to me.
How did you score that third Canelo Triple G fight?
I think I had a 7-5 Canelo. I mean, there were a few rounds. It was closer, way closer than people want to admit. I mean, anyone that says those scorecards were wrong, or I disagree with, because that was 7-5, 8-4 were definitely fair scores for sure.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I agree. And I was saying it all along. I don't see how Canelo's really improved other than him juicing up more. And
yeah, I thought he was getting a lot better at one point, like when he beat up Callum Smith and all that. But again, after Bivol, that pretty much exposed everything.
Speaking of Callum Smith, he's going to be on a fucking tear at 175. That kid looks sharp at 175. He
looks better. He looks better for sure, but I think that he does not stand a chance against Beterbiev and Bivol. But against guys like Buatsi and all that, yeah, he'll do fine.
Yeah. What the fuck else was I going to say?
They're going to try to make Beterbiev and Callum very soon.
That's fucking crazy.
Wild. Insane. We just can't get undisputed, can we?
That's what Eddie
keep
Hearn
throwing wrenches in the damn pot, bro. So
the WBC said that they're going to mandate that fight soon because he's number one to WBC.
Yeah, and then Buatsi's IBF, right?
No, that's for Bivol. He's the Eddie Hearn was trying to make the Buatsi fight before the Zurdo fight, and he claimed that he's going to try to go back to making it right after he beats Zurdo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They were trying to make him fight Buatsi. That's right. Fuck that shit. Man, fuck that shit. Give me fucking dude, in my opinion, Beterbiev, I was saying this before you got on, Mighty Max. Sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
Beterbiev Bivol is the best fight in boxing. I
had the pleasure of seeing Beterbiev fight live, and man, what an experience that was.
Who was he fighting?
Joe Smith.
Oh, you were there for that?
Yeah, I also saw Robesi knock out Nova. I was in the area, and the whole crowd was rooting for Joe Smith, and I was screaming I wasn't literally screaming, but I was saying it quite loud, like you're all going to leave disappointed. I mean, he's going to win. And then Beterbiev's doing his ring walk. He had like all like dark red lights flashing on him, and like this like Russian music, and I'm like, man, he's going to terminate this guy. Then within like a minute of the fight, he dropped Joe Smith with some phantom punch to the temple, and then put him away a round later. And all these Irish Americans were walking out angry. It was the funniest scene I've ever seen.
Fuck, I'll be pissed too if I went all the way there to watch that shit and it ends in like a couple rounds.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. And what's even weirder is right behind me was Abraham Nova's girl and his family. So I saw Abraham Nova's family's reaction when he got slept by Robesi as well.
Ooh. Yeah,
it was interesting for sure.
That was a good one too. Fucking Okay, Mighty Max, let me ask you a question here. What the fuck pay-per-view is Prograis Zapata gonna be on now? Because it's another
another weird streaming service. Yeah,
it's some fucking I was like, the fuck, because I was looking, I'm like, whoa, so this is on what channel? Yeah,
I think it's on like Fight TV or one of those random channels. It's definitely not on anything mainstream, but it's a great fight, but it's definitely not pay-per-view worthy. It's not going to get many buys.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, why wouldn't
Hey, Johnny, sorry for cutting up. I got to bounce, bro. Thanks a lot for everything, though, man.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right, guys.
I figured that fight would have fell under Arum because Zapata's with Arum, isn't he?
Yeah, but there was a purse bid, and the purse bid went it went, I think, over $2 million. Like, it was a high purse bid for that fight.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's a good fight, by the way. I think Prograis is going to take him, though.
Yeah. It is a great fight.
Most definitely.
Yeah. I fucking it's a good one. That's a good one because November's kind of slow after Bivol Zurdo. Then
it is.
Then at least we got Prograis.
John, there's a very good undercard for Bivol and Zurdo. It's a Shavkat Rakhimov. He takes on Zelfa Barrett for the vacant IBF at 130.
Is that the kid who fought JoJo for the draw?
Yeah, it's the Russian kid. It's a good fight, though.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a solid fight for sure.
Oh, okay. All right. What?
Yeah, that might steal the show actually, because I think that's gonna be a more entertaining fight than Bivol Zurdo, because I think it'll be much more competitive.
Yeah. Is that? Oh wow. All right. No, fucking A. Good. Because I'm Mini or Mighty Max. I take them. I asked Javier. I told him I'm taking off of work early Saturday because I work 10 hours on Saturdays, bro.
Yeah.
I'm taking off of work. I'm taking off of work early to come watch that fucking fight.
Yeah, that's a card worth watching for sure. And if Bivol beats Zurdo, he's the new Executioner, man.
That's what I was saying. We got to start calling Bivol the Executioner after he beats Zurdo.
He turned Cinco de Mayo into Cinco de Russia.
Hey, don't steal my lines, Lucille. You can't steal my lines.
I was gonna give you the credit. Okay, fine. Cinco de Bivol.
No, Cinco de Russia sounds better.
Okay.
You know, I actually think Better Biev would beat Bivol, like you mentioned earlier in the stream.
I do
I've
too.
gone back and forth on it, but I'm my gut's telling me Arthur stops him.
Yeah, and that's if they fight, relatively soon.
Yeah. Because Arthur is older and he's injury prone.
Yeah. Because and Beterbiev's quite a bit older than fucking Bivol is. So if it were to happen like late next year or something, then yeah, So, but we shall see. So, yeah, man. Let me fucking switch over to the phone here real quick. Hang on. You guys talk to the chat for a second. All right.
All right.
Got you.
All right. I'm just getting my phone. Hang on.
So let's see. Who would you like to see Triple G fight next? Should he hang it up? I would like to see him fight Andre, unify, knock him out, beat up an overhyped, overrated fighter. Actually, not unify, but just beat him up. That's and then I think after that maybe he should retire. Clint. I think
have him beat Munguia.
Yeah, that would be a good win too. That would be kind of retribution, for the Canelo fights to Oscar. Oh, let's see what else.
Max, are you from here or?
Yeah, I'm from New York, but I moved when I was 4, so I'm a Floridian. That's where I live now.
Same.
Oh, for real? It's pretty cool, man.
What part do you live in, if you don't mind me asking?
Near Broward.
Broward. Oh, so you're down in the Miami area.
Yeah, man. It's more Latino over here.
No, you got Brighton Beach. Or sorry, not Brighton Beach. You have Sunny Isles.
Yeah, Sunny Isles. That's a pretty nice area, man. I definitely want to be in the rich part of Miami for sure.
It's all like Russian and Ukrainian over there.
A lot, yeah, a lot of them. But I'm more in Broward, which is more Latino.
Right.
Fucking Broward County.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting. So, what part of? I think I heard in one of your videos you're from Ukraine, correct?
No, my mom is, and my dad is Italian.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Yeah, I have a big hybrid. I have some Greek in me, some Turkish, some Jewish, some Middle Eastern, some Belarus. I have
my family's from Russia and Belarus. Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa's side for my mom is all Belarusian, and my grandma's side for my mom's all Ukrainian, and my mom is born in Ukraine. So
yeah, I got back from Belarus 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's really nice in Belarus.
See, I'll tell you mine is. My dad's mom is full-blooded Sicilian. My mom's mom is Italian and Polish. My mom's dad is Lithuanian and Serbian. And my dad's dad is German.
So you're a mix just like me. Yeah, I have some Lithuanian and some Latvian in me as well.
But the predominant one, Max, for you is you're pretty much Greek and in Ukrainian. Yeah, that's the predominant ethnicity for you.
I would say predominantly Ukraine and Belarus.
Yeah, and I'm just like I'm fucking like I say, I'm Italian and Sicilian Italian and fucking Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I'm more Ukraine and Belarus is because my dad's mainly Italian, but he has like a lot of like mixed stuff inside of there, while my mom is like pure Ukraine Belarus, so I have more of that.
Yeah.
But I'm more into Italian food and Italian culture than Ukrainian.
Yeah.
So I know your mom speaks Russian because I like I said I watched the Silagin interview. Does your dad speak fluent Italian, or is he just Italian by association?
He's Italian by association. He's from New York. He's a New
Gotcha.
Yorker.
Fucking what was I gonna say? All right, we're gonna wrap it up pretty quick here, but we've been on for like 3 hours. But fucking all right. Vasile and Maxie. You get 3 fights next year if you're in charge. What are they? Vasile, you go first.
Well, the first one for me is pretty obvious. It's Bivol and Berbiev. And the second one is, even though we know it's not going to happen, Fury Usyk undisputed heavyweight. And the third one, I would say another one that's not going to happen, Crawford Spence.
Yeah, I have the same three as him, but those are pretty predictable. So if I can extend, I would say outside of those three, I'd like to see Fulton and MJ fight. That's a fight no one really talks about. That's an awesome one. That's a very intriguing one, and obviously not to include, but also I'd love to see the winner of that fight, the winner of a Nui Butler, which is going to be a Nui. So the winner of that versus a Nui would also be awesome.
Yeah.
Outside of that, 112 and 15. I would like to see the winner of Estrada and Chocolatito fight the winner of Ioka Franco. So Chocolatito Ioka is what I think would be made. That's one that people don't really mention as often, but that'd be awesome. I think Junto Nakatani is actually a dark horse that weight class, though, because he just fought a guy that Ioka got a gift against, or an arguable gift, and he pretty much schooled him and dropped him and dominated him. So that's a guy that should watch out for. And I'd say the final fight I'd make. That is tough. That's a difficult one.
Yeah.
This is going to be a sleeper one. It may not even make sense, but hypothetically, if Luis Lopez beats Josh Warrington, I want to see Luis Lopez fight Mauricio Lara. That would be a war, an epic fight.
Okay. All right. That's a good one too. Mine would be Junto. Well, okay. Top 3 would be Beterbiev, Bivol, Fury, Usyk, Haney, Loma.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
After that, Plant Benavidez, the winner of Ioka Franco versus Chocolatito Estrada winner. I would also say MJ and Fulton. Plant Benavidez is another one for me. And personally, I'm just going to go off on a limb here. If Spence says fuck 147 and goes up to 54, I want to see him and Brian Castano.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice one.
That would be a nice one. That would be.
You know, it's pretty interesting. It's not really annoying me, but it's more just kind of comical how these fans of Charlo or Jamal are trying to like mix him in with Benavidez and Plant without acknowledging that Benavidez and Plant would both dominate Jamal.
Yeah. Jump on, fellas. Fuck it. I'll keep the stream going.
Hey, but Johnny, I heard you guys talking about Plant earlier, and I watched the fight live, but I also rewatched the highlights like 5,000 times. I don't like how much Plant gets clipped now. And I get it, it's one fight since he fought Canelo, but that overhand right seems to be his kryptonite, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He likes to drop his left, Plant. Keep it at his hip. Rolling with the punches. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, dog. But yeah, Plant likes to drop his left hand a lot. So yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
And he tries to, shell up with the shoulder, but just like that. That's overhand right that Durrell was throwing in that fight. The majority of the fight it landed like 85% of the time. It was, just I don't know. I don't think he'll beat Benavidez. based off how much he was getting tagged in that fight. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, I think Plant starts strong, but he's going to tire like he always does. And Benavidez is way bigger, great gas tank, great power. He's going to stop Plant late, but it'll be a very good fight for sure, and it'll be a tale of two halves.
Yeah, personally, Johnny, this one last point. Personally, I think he needs to switch up his camp. I think he should go to. You guys hear me? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I think he should train with the Kronk Gym, Caleb Plant. I think that'd be a great fit for him.
You think Plant would be better coming forward, pressuring?
Well, I think he has the size to,
That's
but
true.
I think if he wants to be successful in that weight class, against a Charlo or a Benavidez or whoever, I think he should train with the Kronk Gym.
Interesting.
I was telling people too, just for a side note, I was also telling people as well. Back when Billy Joe fought Canelo, I thought that Billy Joe would switch up his camp and go train with the Kronk Gym, kind of like Tyson Fury did. I thought, because I thought maybe he'd have a chance if he, went to the Kronk Gym, but we didn't.
It's funny how Billy Joe, a guy who has no power and has never pressured anyone, was absolutely schooling Canelo when he came forward. He came forward and he was making Canelo look terrible. And this is a guy who was getting outfought by Caceres coming forward. I mean, that kind of exploited that Canelo really isn't as good as we thought.
Yeah, and I don't understand. I don't know. My thought process at the time was I thought Billy Joe would go train with the Kronk Gym because he's friends with Tyson Fury, right? They're childhood friends, and Fury trains with Sugar Hill Stewart. I thought he'd make the proper adjustments, but he didn't.
Billy wasn't coming to win. He was doing too well and had to pretend that uppercut really hurt him and had to quit, quote unquote, quit in the corner. He was doing a little too good against Canelo. I got a question because of this comment from Josh Stotts, which gave me a different idea. Jermaine Ortiz versus George Kambosos, who wins?
I from what I saw the other night, I got Jermaine Ortiz, bro.
Me too. I think he beats Kambosos.
Somebody just I think it was Josh Stats in the chat just made another good one. He said fucking Ortiz versus Pitbull, bro. Pitbull.
Hey fellas, I'm gonna stay on, but I'm gonna hop in the shower real quick. So give me 3 minutes.
He said, "Give me 3 minutes." So you like me, bro? You take fucking 5 minutes to shower. That's it. I'm not.
Ortiz versus Pitbull is a very intriguing one. I think Pitbull. I feel like this fight could play out two ways, where Ortiz could just outwork Pitbull, and Pitbull takes too long to get a rhythm, or Pitbull adjusts midway and he starts to hit Ortiz with bombs and starts to slowly break him down.
Pitbull, Mauricio Lara, and Zepeda are my three favorite Mexican fighters at the moment.
Yeah, there's some Mexican fighters I really like, man. I mean, I really like Mauricio Lara. That guy is so underrated, man. Eddie Hearn is really trying to screw him over, and he's trying his hardest to get these fights. He was supposed to fight Lee Wood for WBA, and Lee Wood, quote unquote, got injured. So they don't want to fight this guy, man.
Well, it was just like fucking Magdaleno with Rabesi too. All of a sudden, something. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. These guys. Speaking of Rabesi, he looked excellent. He's gonna beat Dogbe for sure.
Did you hear the fucking commentary on that fucking Rabesi?
Terrible. I always find it funny when Andre Ward accuses a fighter of not going for the knockout. This is the same guy who won 12 rounds of Alexander Brand. Couldn't even drop him.
Yeah, and they're like, let his hands go. He's been throwing fucking hands all night. And like you said during the stream, that kid, what was his name? Romero. He went the distance with Pitbull.
Johnny, he didn't just go distance with Pitbull. He won a good 4 or 5 rounds. I'm not even exaggerating. You could even see. If you could find a video somewhere, that was a fight where Pitbull really struggled to gain a rhythm. He was getting outworked in a lot throughout a lot of that fight. And the judges had it 115, 112, 116, 111. Because I think Romero had a point deducted for something. Or he may have gotten a flash knockdown. I don't remember. But it wasn't an easy fight for Pitbull. I mean, Ramirez had completely schooled. And Pitbull gave away some rounds, had to kind of dig deep to a decision.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to have to go check that one out, bro. Fucking... what's it called? What do you, dude? What do you? okay, so I gotta watch the fucking Crawford interview, and I don't even want, because you're like me. I'm just so sick of fucking Crawford and Spence, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah. I am too, and it's sad because Crawford's one of my favorite fighters, and I have to put up with this as a fan of his. I mean, I think honestly, I don't think Crawford's scared of Spence at all, and I don't even think he ducked Spence. Just looking at what's going on, I just think it's a mixture of everything, man. I don't think it's one guy. I don't think it's just Crawford, just Spence. I think Al is a big reason why this fight isn't happening. There's too many reasons, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's not one man's fault. I agree with that, and I
And
think
these people. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, and I was just gonna say, and it's just been fucking aggravating to this point. What's up, Roland, bro?
What's good, bro?
What up, JB? What's going on with Philly Max?
What's happening?
What's going
How you
on,
been,
man? Just got back from Walmart and shit. Here you guys, chop it up. How y'all doing?
Yes, sir, bro.
Hell yeah. So
Hell
who
yeah.
you got?
Good to hear you, Mike.
Bivol's?
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, man. It's good seeing you, dog.
Who you got? Bivol Zurdo, Roland.
Shit, man. That's a good one right there, Johnny, man. Shit. Hold on, let me shut this door for you. So get a little louder. I don't want to be too loud inside. Here you go. Bivol Zurdo, man. I had Bivol. Earlier, I had Bivol, man, kicking some ass. I'm not gonna lie and shit. You know, he looked really good against Canelo and shit. But not just that though. Before Canelo, man, Bivol was all, you know, he always had those really good skills. I thought how he jumps in and jumps out, man. You know, just popping those fucking punches, like kind of reminiscent to like Bruce Lee and shit, man, straight up. So Bivol's really good and shit for sure. But like as this fight's getting closer and closer, man, I'm starting to give more of a chance to Zurdo and shit, man. Because you know, for example, and shit, he was the strength and conditioning coach, which I think is a big deal. Like Spence started looking fucking incredible, man, when he changed up his strength and conditioning. So Zurdo's strength and conditioning coach said that before, like it's only been maybe like 3 years or something like that since he's been working with them, and he's been seeing like a dramatic difference, especially like in the last year or so. So and Zurdo's also really good, man, strong, powerful and shit, man. So I think it's gonna be really close on after all, man. I had Bivol kind of running away with it earlier, JB and shit and everybody, but I kind of think it's gonna be close on now after all. And honestly, man, I can see Zurdo pulling it off. Tell you the truth, man. Yeah, I didn't like how Bivol looked in that press conference.
Well, yeah, Zurdo's a big guy too. I mean, people aren't taking this into account, but my issue with Zurdo, this is a guy who I don't think he has that dog in him. This is a guy who's avoided Joe Smith when the fight was ordered. This is a guy who avoided Elite Alvarez. I mean, he's a big opportunist. People don't really acknowledge this because he hasn't been in the scene. He hasn't been too big on the scene or too talkative. But this is a guy who is very opportunistic. I mean, he fought Arthur Abraham right at the perfect time. He fought Jesse Hart twice. 2 fights that were decent, but no one was really asking for. And he had an opportunity to face Bivol 2.5 years ago, and he waited until Bivol actually became somewhat, you know, until Bivol really became a big name. I mean, he's not a guy who really has that drive, Zurdo, and I feel he doesn't really have that dog in him either. I think the fight gets tough, Bivol is going to run away with it.
That's fair enough. And I think that, you know, like you say, or like I say, he hasn't really fought many people either. I mean, fucking, you know, Bivol's been in there with Pascal. I think Pascal's better than anybody Zurdo's fought.
Definitely arguable, for sure.
Or, I mean, other than Vlasov, maybe. I mean.
Oh, yeah, Vlasov. And that's a fight most thought Ramirez lost, by the way.
Yeah, right. I remember scoring it for Vlasov as well. And he, but yeah, Bivol's, you know, other than Vlasov, Pascal's probably better than anybody he's fought. And same thing with Joe Smith. Never mind Canelo. So
I agree.
Yeah.
So I remember a clip of Bivol and John Pascal, and Pascal told Bivol to punch him, and he was like mocking Bivol's combinations, and Bivol threw like a 50 punch combination.
Yes, I do remember. Damn, that shit's funny as hell. I forgot.
And he actually like hurt Pascal with that combination. Like he had Pascal like rocked because he threw like 50 punches in a row. That was such a great moment.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think Bivol has underrated power. I think
so too. But at one point, he was actually considered a puncher. 13-0 for 11 KOs, and he's had 7 decision wins in a row. So he's definitely not a guy who's going for the knockout anymore, which is a little unfortunate because at one point he was a real puncher. But I respect him for really sticking to what he's good at, and that's outboxing and outclassing his opponents.
Sticking to his craft. What's that, Roland? You were going to say something, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say that power, man. I was thinking the same thing, Johnny. I don't know if Well, you say it's Bivol's power is underrated, but then Max made a good point how he used to kind of have the power and shit, but now he kind of went away from it. And I think it's kind of because of that style. He probably kind of found like, okay, this style right here is really good, now, really effective and shit.
Yeah.
He's really good at it, So it kind of because that style kind of doesn't call for too much power, the way he fights, jumping in and out, nice ass quick left to right 1-2 and shit, So I mean, it's hard to really sit down and think and throw some power punches and shit. So I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point, man. I'm thinking about it because even with Bivol and shit, I mean, with Zurdo, I'm not sure if he's even gonna need to like maybe jump in and jump. Well, he probably will because man, I don't know. This is a good one.
It's
the more I think about it, the more I has a chance.
It's a good one, Roman.
A lot of fighters do the other way around, like Edgar Berlanga and Triple G, where they're boxers and the amateurs, and then they get a few knockouts, they fall in love with their power. Bivol's done the complete opposite. I mean, he's a guy who was knocking everyone out, and he decided once he can outbox these guys without taking any shots, might as well go that route and just outbox them and outclass them.
Bro, Pascal, I mean, I know he got caught on drugs or whatever. Pascal fought fucking everybody, bro. That motherfucker, he fought Kovalev twice, Badu Jack, Bivol, like.
He almost fought Buatsi recently. They were trying to make him fight Buatsi, and that fell through.
Who else did Mighty Max my memory?
Hopkins, Dawson.
Hopkins,
Kovalev twice.
Yep. He's fought a lot of fucking people, and he beat fucking Hopkins in that one fight.
Yeah. That Badu Jack fight was an underrated gem, by the way. People forget how great of a fight that was, Pascal and Jack.
That was a really good fight.
Jack got a little screwed over, though. I mean, I had the draw, but if anyone won that fight, it was definitely Badu.
Yeah, I thought it was 7-5 Jack or a draw. Or no, because there were some knockdowns in that fight.
They both got dropped once.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a great fight, man.
Yeah, it was not, like you say, it's an underrated gem there.
Badu Jack gave us some good fights, man. The Donna Stevenson fight was good. The DeGale fight was really good, and he got viciously robbed in the DeGale one, by the way. That one was like a clear Jack win for me. The Groves fight was good. The Durrell fight was good. Badu Jack, in a different world, he would have been on everyone's pound for pound list, because in a different world, he would have had a win over Groves, Durrell, DeGale, and Adonis Stevenson.
Yeah. He gave us a lot of good fights too, but I was thinking about that. I was thinking about this, like some not great fighters, but really good ones that gave us a lot of good fights. And one that always pops in my mind is fucking Provodnikov.
Oh yeah. Provodnikov also is another guy who kind of got the worst end of close decisions. I mean, there were a lot of fights that could have swung his favor as well.
I thought
he beat Bradley for sure.
I thought he should have got the decision. Yeah, I thought the Bradley one was arguable. I thought
Algieri. Yeah, the Algieri fight he deserved.
The Algieri fight he got robbed in, and the other, who was the Mauricio Herrera? I thought he won that fight too.
Okay, and people forget the Matisse fight was very close. That was an underrated fight. People don't really talk about that fight enough. That was a good fight for sure.
Yeah, and then I think by the time he got to Molina, he was just done.
Yeah,
so,
he was shot.
He was shot. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. 8-year-old me, because I was watching boxing by then, was actually picking Mike Alvarado to defeat Provodnikov. I remember that. I loved Mike Alvarado. That's another one, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he has skills, though, man. That wasn't a bad pick.
No, yeah, and
too crazy.
A lot of people agreed with me because when I was younger, I used to rewatch prediction videos. A lot of people thought Alvarado would pull it off, but in hindsight, I mean, this is Provodnikov. Alvarado edged out Brandon Rios, and Provodnikov arguably beat Tim Bradley.
That wasn't a crazy pick, man. I would have probably because Provodnikov was just, he was a madman, you know what I mean? That Bradley Provodnikov fight, man. Yeah, that true story, man. Like I was literally watching that goddamn fight, getting so hyped that I started jumping up in the air like "fuck yeah!" and I hit my fucking head on the ceiling fan and shit, man. That shit was crazy. that's how hyped that motherfucker was, though, man. That's how hyped it was. I was like, hell yeah! So that was a great ass fight right there, man. Fucking Bradley said he couldn't talk right for like months and shit.
Yeah, he was slurring his words too. You know what I think one of the most underrated fights was as of late? And I'm actually editing a video right now where I'm doing a Ring Magazine Fight of the Year for every year from 2010 to 2019, and I was currently editing Provodnikov Bradley coincidentally, and a fight that didn't make it that Bradley Provodnikov beat out, but I actually thought really deserved more credit was Rios Alvarado 2. That fight was really fun, man. That was such a good fight.
That was, what's another one that, but unfortunately Joshua Klitschko got it. But what's it called? Joshua Klitschko got it that year because it's the big heavyweight championship. Chocolatito Rungvisai won.
Oh yeah, that was a great fight too. Even though the wrong guy won.
That was a great fight.
How
And
about
fucking another one.
2018, Valdez Quigg should have won.
Valdez Quigg was a great one. You know what else was another one that didn't get fight of the year that probably should? I don't remember what year it was. It might have been 2012, 11. Maidana, Eric Morales.
Oof. Eric Morales got a little screwed in that decision. Imagine how great it would have been if Morales actually got the win. Damn.
I was just talking to Javier about that. Dude, that was that you talk about underrated fights. People, if you haven't seen old shot to pieces Eric Morales way above his natural weight class fight a prime Maidana and give him a war in which he arguably won, go watch that shit.
Okay, what do you think was the fight of the year for 2016? I'll give you the three main ones that were known. It was Vargas Salido, which I thought it should have been, and it actually got, surprisingly, from Ring Magazine, was Francisco Vargas versus Orlando Salido. The second place one, the one that most casual fans gave it to, was Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter, which was a great fight also. And the third one, the dark horse, which actually was a really good fight as well, was Leo Santa Cruz and Carl Frampton won.
Okay, I would have
I gave it to Vargas.
I would have given it to Francisco Salido. Yeah,
that was a great fight.
But that would be, I would say it would be it would be close with Thurman and Porter. So
Thurman Porter was great too, man. That fight was even better than I thought.
Frampton Cruz fight too, man. That was exciting.
Yeah, Frampton Cruz was.
I remember watching that Frampton Cruz fight, man.
I really thought Leo deserved the first fight, and most people disagree, but I really thought Leo won the first fight.
Yeah, I'd have to go.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That was a great one, though.
I remember watching it. Think it's a good ass fight, but I don't remember. I remember close ass fight.
You know,
that's raw, man. That's a good concept. You're doing Mighty Max about the fight of the years from 2010.
2010 to 2019. I posted a knockout of the year for every year as well. I already got that one out. It was a pretty fun one. I think the main two that everyone remembers was Marquez KOing Pacquiao and Martinez KOing Williams.
What was the fight of the year for 2005?
Oh, 5. Oh, shoot. I remember looking at it the other day. Was it? I think it was one of the Barrera. I think it was Barrera Morales 3. I think.
That maybe that was it, because I was wondering. I was like, how the fuck did Pacquiao Morales not get the fight of the year that year, the first one?
Yeah, that's my birth year, so I have to know that one. 2005.
Yeah, because that was the first two. I mean, the third one ended quick, but the first two Pacquiao Morales fights were fucking. Those were wars, bro.
It's rare to see Pacquiao lose a war too, so him losing the first Morales fight is kind of crazy in hindsight.
Yeah.
That was that was one of the most underrated wins, is Morales beating Pacquiao the first time. People don't talk about it as much as they did. That's a crazy win. Out fighting a prime Pacquiao to a decision. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good fight too, man. I watched that one.
Here's what it is with Pacquiao's losses. I look at it like this: those two he had early in his career, I don't hold those against him because he was a fucking dehydrated, undernourished teenager in the Philippines. Okay. Horn and Bradley were robberies. Morales and Marquez beat him. The Floyd one, that's a whole fucking scandal.
Ugas, he's washed.
And Ugas, he's washed. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
which robbery was worse? I like asking people this: the Horn one or the Bradley one? I think the Horn one was worse personally.
I think the Bradley one was worse. But Horn. I mean, because Pacquiao beat Horn, but for how rough it was and everything, it just was a bad look for Pacquiao. Like I don't know.
He should have won that fight easier. Oh, and by the way, Carlos Mendoza actually corrected me. Yeah, this was an even better fight. Corrales-Castillo.
Oh, that's why we had Corrales-Castillo.
That was an incredible fight.
I was like, how the fuck?
Fight. Yep, Corrales-Castillo won.
Yeah. All right, fellas. I think I'm gonna go fucking. I think I'm gonna hop off for the night. I've been on for like 3 hours. So.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, of course, Mini Max.
Hell yeah, it's good seeing you, Johnny, man. Good being on.
I'll see you guys later, man.
All right, guys. Take care now.
Peace out, everybody. Peace.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Shout out to Mad Chad. I saw him in the chat a little while ago. Big ups to my brother, Mr. B, and Roland for the donations. Thank you to everybody who hopped on the panel. Mighty Max, go subscribe to his channel if you have not. Vasile, Roland, Andreas, and Mastermind. Thank you all for jumping in. We appreciate you, and God bless you. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.